my name when a tree suns rays. Once and again, telling a story lost in time, the way it starts and the way it ends. Never again making a story seem dismay. With zero stars, but just one end. How I love to embrace the future breaking out of shades from the past, still ablaze. Save your tears for the day so far away. To irrigate the wilderness that's still the sea in the world, waiting to be lit, to spread over the riverbed so dry and damp. Let ships there underground relaunch their sails. How I love to embrace the future breaking out of shades from the past, still ablaze. Seeds bear new life, wildflowers that petals linger far, awaiting one last dance, shaking up all the dust from the past. New stories have yet to start.
Hello. How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone is good. We're back with some Arknights, finishing up the Higashi story today. I think we will. We didn't quite get to stage 4 yesterday, but we usually don't get to stage 4 though, so this should be fine. So yeah, we're going to be finishing up the story today. I did see, before we jump into it, that patch 3.1 is has some advertisements out, has some trailers out for Woowa. Yes. So let's give them a watch. There's 2 of them. There's one that's a cinematic apparently, and then there's one that is like the 3.1 patch trailer, which should show us what we're going to be able to see in Withering Waves coming up. Now, I don't actually know when this comes out. I'm hoping the other trailer tells us what date this comes out, because I need to plan it around Enfield, but hopefully it will be fine. Even if you didn't hate stage 4, the people in Rhodes Island's medical wing did. Wait, what? The people in Rhodes Island's medical wing did. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. No, I get it. Jesus. Oh boy. You know what? There's a cure. It doesn't matter. Even if they die, they become one with Originium, right? And then Priestess can bring them back like she did Rabbit Jesus. It's fine. They're all fine. Cope. All right, let's watch these. Boom, boom. Put it up to 1. Oh, they don't have 1440p. 1080p. And let's give this a watch. Hold on. I forgot to unmute the computer audio. There we go. Go again.
Time to give your future some thought. What will you do with your lives?
Oh god, remember when that was a trend? Holy shit. I remember when that was a huge trend of like artists drawing that pose as well with like the pencil on the top lip. God, that was years ago, man. Okay, so they're bringing that back, huh?
Space exploration. Continue research on the Exostrider. My goal is...
Saving the world. Imeth, what is this nonsense? Is your future a joke to you? Come back with something serious.
Saving the world.
Oh god.
You are impossible.
Wait, why is she in a
was a
different
joke.
outfit to every
Didn't
single
think
other
it'd set off a
person?
volcano.
Why does she get the fancy
Just
outfit?
submit a more thoughtful essay after training. But do you even have something you're passionate about? Me? I just want a happy, carefree life.
Why do I feel like she's not gonna get that? Okay, so this is why she's the mech pilot, because she did training for
Time
it.
for
Okay.
training.
God, that mech gives me vibes of Darling in the Franxx, not gonna lie.
Anywhere you'd want to go? Oh, everywhere. There are so many places I want to visit. People I want to see. And you?
Oh, she's gone.
Comms are down. Is this a new training drill?
Oh, so they actually control things out in the world? I thought it was sim.
Since when do they pack the
Oh.
Sims this full?
Oh no, it is a sim. Okay.
Is the objective to save these people?
I think what we're gonna find out is that this is like an Ender's Game thing where she's actually That might be spoilers for people that haven't watched Ender's Game. I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
Why am I passing straight through? This isn't a sim. Bold men are surging. Need to get everyone out.
Interesting she can't interact with the people though if it is real.
There's no other way.
Cockpit frequency exceeding critical threshold. Please dial back settings.
Exostrider, you've slept long enough. Now, it's time to wake up.
Oh, she's a pilot for the Exostrider.
I've been waiting for.
Oh, okay, she's gonna be key to the story then. Holy shit.
Now, you will listen to my commands.
Very Evangelion. Oh shit. Oh my god.
What was that? Why won't it respond? Move! Just move! There's no time left. Damn it! Move! Move already! I said move! Yay!
So the Exostrider is the massive mech that, yeah, they used to protect the academy.
I refuse to let the void take my future.
Oh shit. Well, she broke the controls. Now she's not going to be able to do anything.
I will protect everything we have. Saving the world. I meant every word!
It kind of gives me the sense that she is one and the same as the mech now. Like she gave up her human life to pilot the mech. Oh, we're going full Gundam, baby. Let's go. How big is it compared to the worm? I mean, it's decently big. I thought it was way bigger than... Oh, it is way bigger. Oh my god, I didn't see the sword. Oh.
It worked.
Now, was it just a simulation or was it real?
His magic was snowflakes.
She can't interact with the real world anymore, can she? Oh my god, that explains why she does the thing at the start when 3.0 originally starts. Oh, yep, she gave up her life to pilot the mech. So now she can't exist without the mech and she can't interact with the world without it.
White powder stardust on your skin, glistening. There are moments maybe plain and paper thin, but through your voyage,
Which makes me curious what she does when the mech isn't doing anything. She just gets to people watch now.
Say hello to our new classmate.
Is it Rover? Oh wait, she's actually there? Or are we seeing her? Are we the only ones that can see her, maybe? I think it's going to be that case. I think it's going to be the case we're the only ones that can actually see her. And she's just been chilling in the classroom as like a... Not a simulation, but not actually a real person. Interesting. That's going to be an interesting story, actually. It should end with a pretty massive bang as well if she's going to be the pilot of the main, like, big, massive mech. It should end pretty well. It also builds up to like the final ending of patch 3.0 as well. I know I'm saying this at the very beginning of 3.0. But it builds up to the fact that she's probably going to have a major impact at the very end. All right, this is also... So this is the actual patch for the... Well, the actual trailer for the patch, not just the character. So let's have a look. Oh, what is this resolution? Hello? This has got some like lo-fi beats kind of vibes to it.
His magic was snowflakes.
Wait, is this just the song? Oh my god, I think it's just the song. Okay, it is just the song. Okay, we don't need to watch that then. So Amith, I think, is the song, Paper Plane. Okay. I thought that was going to be the actual 3.1 patch saying what the new events and everything were going to be. But that's all good. That's all good. We can jump into Arknights now. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's make this unmuted. 60. And full screen it. And here we go, jumping right in. You can see I'm lacking some sanity at the moment because I was doing some grinding before stream. I looked at how far I could get Hoshi Alter and it wasn't actually worth it. So I've actually dumped a bunch of materials into... Where is she? Wait, where is she? Oh, maybe I leveled her up quite high. Did I? No. Am I blind? Wait, I thought she was a... She's an abjurer, is she not? Hold on. Is she a specialist? I might be going crazy. I might have just not seen her. Did I just not see her? Am I blind to her? There's Quirkus. Bruh. Is she a mage? I definitely put levels into it, and I don't know where she's gone now. I wonder... What the... Who are you talking about? The 5-star character. Kachisai, or whatever her name is? I thought she was an Abjura. Kachisai is a sniper? Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, the goldfish is the Abjura, isn't she? Okay. Kachisai, yes. Okay, so I put some levels into Kachisai, so we're going to be able to use her. I haven't leveled her all the way up because I'm currently using all my Ori rocks or Ori cubes here. I'm using them to give me more Originium in the factory. But that's fine. She should still be useful. Also, she's very interesting. I was actually reading through her kit. So she plays a little bit with RNG. Because at least on her second skill. Because her attack increases, and then she cycles through a slow for a second, a bind for a second, and a stun for a second. That's very interesting that that this is a thing. She is a spread shooter, though. Oh, that's actually kind of insane. Because she can hit every single enemy in this area, and then every single enemy she's hitting is getting slowed, bound, or stunned. Whoa. Okay, that actually might be insane. For every type of enemy defeated after deployment, damage dealt by Kachisai is increased by 6%, stacking up to 2 times. Oh, so she only gets another 12% attack. That's fine. Okay. I forgot that she hits literally everything in front of her. Okay, cool. I like it. I'd offer you some of mine, but I'm also turning my rocks into pools. Oh yeah. 2,500 cubes. You have 2,500 cubes? Jesus. That is a lot. Oh yeah, we've got this thing now. Open. Ooh, we've got 5 of them. Alright, what do you want? Your type is yellow? What does that mean? Get started. 600? So we can't see this yet, can we? We can... Oh, what if we can vibe check him? Let's just hit with... What is this guy's thing? No need to be nervous. There's just something I wanted to know. You say you don't know? Maybe a little chat will change that. Okay, ramble. Okay, he's still calm. That's good. He's still calm. And they still have patience. This is good. Let's do a little bit of free talk. He's still calm somehow. Okay. More free talking. This is the last one we can do, right? Next round. Oh no, you can keep going until this guy like freaks out. Okay. Let's vibe check. Oh my god, we're nowhere near where we need to be. Okay. Let's... Sweet... Oh, sweet talk reduces that. No, we're gonna have to charm. Ooh, okay, now we're in the risky area. I don't think we've reached any of them, which is kind of the bad bit of this. Maybe we reached trust. I'm gonna ramble this guy just to make sure we reach the trust threshold. Oh, he was fine with that. Okay. Okay. Done talking. Oh my god, we only just got it. Huge profit. Let's go. Very nice, very nice. Alright, so she's green. So does this coloring mean... So if she's green, does it mean using the green options over here? So if I sweet talk, she'll be happy about that. Let me see. Okay, yeah, so let's sweet talk her again. Oh, actually, you probably should do another color, send her into the unhappy state, then use the greens, right? So let's free talk. Okay, she's still fine, she's still fine. Let's use logic. And then this should upset her now. Okay, there it is. So then if we sweet talk, she should be fine. She should revert. She didn't revert. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, we should go for a ramble here and just boost our red. Because the red is actually going to give us the success, right? She's probably going to hate us now, though. Ooh. Ooh, okay. I think she really doesn't like logic, so I'm going to stay away from red. Oh, she's still good. She's still good. Nah, let's go free talk. She seems to be okay with free talk. Oh. Game just freaked out for a little bit. More sweet talking. We're almost there. We're almost there. All customers stay calm until round 5. It's only after round 5 that it depends on the client when they leave. Ah. I think I'm just gonna done talking this. Like, our green's pretty damn high at this point. Oh, the trust gives us the success, doesn't it? We did get that bonus, though, so I mean... Okay, so we need red for the success. Okay, this guy is red. So you reckon after the 5th round is when they actually get upset. So we can boost our green here because he's going to be fine with getting red, I think. Rambling. More rambling. Can vibe check this guy in a second. Okay, let's vibe check him. Oh, we're almost there. We are actually almost there. Let's hit him with a free talk. Then let's hit him with some logic. Believe. Okay, he's fine, he's fine, he's fine. A little bit of free talk, and then this should get us the successes on everything. Is it worth me rambling him again? Probably not. Done talking. I think that's a success right there. Huge profit. Love to see it. And we got the ×3 bonus. That's probably our highest we've gotten so far. Very nice. Quest rewards. Ooh, there's rewards in this track as well. Okay. Is there anything crazy on this track? No, it doesn't seem there is. Nothing uniquely crazy, but there is a lot of resources we can get out of that. Okay, very nice. Very nice. Oh, wait. Oh, I can do it 4 more times. Let's not do that 4 more times, though. Let's actually jump into the story. All right, stage 4. This gives us Matsukuri, I think his name is. So let's do this one. Hyaku Monogatari. Ooh, I bet a lot of people know what Monogatari means, right? Story. Hyaku. Oh, Hyaku Monogatari? Does that mean fast story? I think that might mean... Wait, Hyaku. Is that fast? Hyaku. I might be misremembering the word for fast. But, alright. What do we got? 1 phase. We don't know where the ball bearing things are. I think they might be here. I might be wrong, though. And we're at elite level 120. So I think our team is still fine. I'm going to switch out Aosta and bring in our new girl, Catch your side. Get in here. Very good, very good. No, that's Hayaku. Ah, you're right. Hyaku. Hyaku is 100. Oh, 100 stories, maybe? 100 stories, yeah. Mifune-san. Oh my god, I forgot about Mio. God. Mio, I'm gonna be honest, Mio's such a good villain. She's so good. She's so well designed for it. How are you doing with that task I gave you? Our Diet member has finally approved the separation of the Kinseki group from the Kinseki Kai. As long as you now accept the role of chairman, the Kinseki group and the Kinseki Kai can go their separate ways. Then why don't we hold the succession ceremony during tomorrow's fireworks festival? What do you think? Tesei's views have not changed. Now, he even has Hoshiguma on his side. Is one day really enough time for us to... Yes. I saw your brow twitch. I know what you're thinking. You know I don't joke about things like this. Yet you still don't believe me. Basically, you think that I shouldn't have forced you to forge a letter in the old man's name, and that calling Hoshiguma back here did nothing but cause trouble for everyone. Is that it? The side eye. 20 years ago, Hoshiguma, and that shield of hers, spilled quite a bit of blood. After all, it was the last thing the old man forged. Mio, have you ever been to his home? Yes, many years ago. What is his house full of? Televisions. That's right, televisions. The old man might be stubborn, but his instincts are still sharp, some of the time. He knew that if the Kinseki Kai continued their unending torrent of bloodshed, we were bound to be destroyed sooner or later. So he set his sights on originium crystalline components. He quickly converted his metalworking shop into a workshop for crystalline components, and it was an instant success. After that, the old man no longer had time to forge the legendary weapons he loved most. Just as his crystal business was really taking off, the old man suddenly acquired the materials and techniques to forge shields from a fallen noble house of the Mitsumoto faction. And they say that he spent nearly half of the group's liquid assets to acquire them. That shield, the last shield the old man ever forged, the shield he had spent so many assets to acquire. Do you ever think it might have had some special significance to the Kinseki Kai? The transition to a new leader. Even you knew that. But the old man just let the matter sit there. He kept putting it off and putting it off, all the way until the Southern Court was about to hold the first meeting of its Diet. The young ones grew up with the Diet, but back in my day, no one even knew what it was. We thought the Diet was going to revamp the bureaucracy as soon as they took office, but it took them a few years to get around to it. Back then, all we'd heard was that the members of the Diet were to be chosen from among the commoners. The entire Southern Court was in an uproar, and then that poor fool, Kuroto, emerged. The candidate? Yes. He had a whole heap of political views, but his core aim was to drive us, the Kinseki Kai, out of Kajimachi. He roused a bunch of useless rabble and had some shouting and yelling outside Kajimachi all day and night. It made it impossible for us to do business. The old man, no, not just him. The whole Kinseki Kai didn't take Kuroto seriously at first, but every day he recruited more and more troublemakers. So you decided to get rid of him? Yes, and you know the rest of the story, of course. After Kuroto died, the Kinseki Kai learned what real public fury looks like. That was also when I learned that to the 4 great clans, the members of the Diet are nothing but stage props. But to us, they're people who can decide our fate with a single word. With all due respect, you could just come out and say it. If Chairman Tesei refuses to yield, you'll need Hanya at the succession ceremony. I say sometimes you really do sound just like them. Of course, Tessay lording it over me is one thing. Hearing it from someone as steadfast and frank as you is another thing entirely. In truth, once the Kinseki group splits from the Kinseki Kai, I obviously can't stay on as chairman. Is there anyone else besides you who can take my place? The day I step into politics and build a power base of my own, you and your Kinseki Kai won't be forgotten. Mifune bursts out laughing to himself. The woman before him remains expressionless. Is it habitual impassivity, incredulity, or mere indifference to Mifune's grand vision? There's no way to tell. For now, Momoka is still our top priority. She knows too much, and she's in cahoots with that information broker. She even leapt out a window just to keep Sanoguchi's broken blade on her. Don't you understand what that means? Mifune-san, you were too kind-hearted to kill her, and you were willing to admit that to me. That's good. I could promise you this much. We can reconsider our plan to infect her with oropathy. First, however, you must bring her to me. That broken blade she's carrying, we must recover its guard no matter the cost. Secondly, there's no way she can continue her career as an entertainer. From now on, she'll have to remain firmly under our control. Are you okay with that? You are most magnanimous. No. When you bring her here, she should be the one thanking you. No longer wanting to kill her or give her originium or oropathy. Still, I feel like there's a miscommunication here between them. I think they think Momoka knows what the blade she has on her person is, but she has no idea. There's something weird going on with this blade. The sun slowly climbs overhead. Although no other visitors are present, the garden no longer seems so empty and quiet, with 4 humans and a kami walking through it. Kichisai begins thrusting forward anything and everything she has that a woman could conceivably scrawl a signature on. Startled by the sudden barrage, Momoka keeps her autographing hand moving without pause. On the other side of the courtyard, the Kanushi cradles the kami, who only moments ago was darting about. The kami speaks to Hoshiguma. You must understand. The kami was the one who wanted to play games with you. As a Kanushi, I could only stand and watch. I couldn't interfere. Please forgive me, Hoshiguma-san. The fact that this guy is a god? Oh my god. Look at this idiot. Well, you sure were happy to watch, weren't you? Was I? I think so. Wholeheartedly serving the kami is bound to lift one's mood. I imagine you felt it too just now. Hoshiguma-san and you, Momoka-san. I'm more interested in why it broke into my house in the middle of the night. What do you mean? You talk like I'm some kind of dangerous fiend. Wouldn't you think it was strange if someone was cleaning out junk from a cursed house and then went to sleep in said haunted house? Just because it's a haunted house? There are so many killings in Mitsukui, and Kajimachi is hardly a peaceful place. So why did you have to go snooping around my home in particular? Because of the Kaiden stories. Are you or are you not involved with those Kaiden stories? Tell me. Simply appearing at the same time that a few strange events occur, and being the one who spawned the haunted house and the Kaiden stories are two very different things, alright? If I could spawn Kaiden stories all by myself, what would I be doing riding a unicycle all over the place? So basically, you were just tagging along for fun, but people mistook you for the Kaiden from the legend. Not bad, you're pretty sharp. I'm telling you, being a kami is a job that depends entirely on the whims of fate. This Kuzuno Jinja is about bringing people together. Most of you spend your whole lives dealing with other people, and there's probably nothing more important than the bonds you form, don't you think? When times are stable, people pray for their existing bonds to last. When times are turbulent, they pray for these bonds to carry them through, or for new ones to form. But over the past decade or so, fewer and fewer people have come here. These days, on our best days, we only get a dozen or so visitors. Is this true, Kanushi-sama? It's exaggerating a bit, but we indeed have been getting far fewer visitors these past few years. Some kami are lazy. The fewer visitors they get, the happier they are. I'm not like that. If it's always this slow, I'm going to die of boredom, you know? Oh my god, look at that puppy! Speaking of lazy, oh, is that guy also a kami? What? There's a lazy one right at your feet. Hoshiguma looks down at her feet, but there's nothing there. Only the stone floor of the shrine. Hey, show yourself. You're the shrine star, no? Hoshiguma reaches down to feel around her feet. The priest can see that Hoshiguma's hand is touching the center of the kami's body, yet Hoshiguma doesn't even realize that she's touched anything at all. Here's the reason our shrine is known for forging bonds. Whenever he feels someone has been having good luck in love or relationships, it'll show itself. But if it thinks you haven't had much luck with relationships lately, or that you're about to have a run of terrible luck, it'll flat out refuse to show itself. I've said all of that, and yet it still doesn't want to appear before you. It sounds like you're in for some bad luck. Your actions will determine your future. You don't have to take its word at face value, Hoshiguma-san. Why are you speaking against your own kami? Basically, when people get bored, they tend to pursue random aims. Kami are no different. Right after you disappeared, the Kaiden tales started to spread through Mitsuki. There's nothing wrong with chasing a few Kaiden to pass the time, is there? Why the silent treatment? Do you fear your imminent misfortune? Not really. I just didn't expect that a kami would chase after something so fleeting and unreal. Why, you little... Regardless, you are not the kami Moriuchi is looking for. Of course not. But might I trouble you to come travel with us? The talk is cheap. If you could just chat with him the way you're chatting with me and Momoka for a bit. Kanushi-sama, help! This Oni wants to steal away your beloved kami! These past few years, Moriuchi has given me many gifts, including a never-ending supply of Odin. Forget it. I'm a softie after all. I'll go with you. Hoshiguma, have you finished your chat with the priest? We're almost finished. Where's Kichisai? She left already. She had to go back and mind the store. Is this girl coming with us? Yes, Momoka is coming too. She knows all the Kaiden stories. That should be enough to convince you to tag along, yeah? I already told you I was going. I didn't need more convincing, so why does it matter that she's coming with us? Despite its words, the kami still pedals its unicycle over to Momoka, sniffing to the left and peeking over to the right, looking thoroughly intrigued. Little girl, I've seen so many of your TV shows. Have you been afflicted with some kind of curse? How should I know? I'm actually afraid of Kaiden. I just want a quiet life without all the weird stuff. You're not the least bit curious about them. I just want to advance my entertainment career. The Kaiden stuff helped me broaden my audience, but I don't really feel that's the best way to do it. Entertainers should rely on their own talent to bring people joy. That's how it should be done. There aren't too many people who still think like you do. Interesting. By the way, I wanted to ask you something. Last night some really scary stuff happened in my house. Out of nowhere, my TV started controlling itself. It showed clips of me singing cut together with those blaring emergency alerts. Then at the end, I have no idea why, but it played a really scary video. What was the video about? Some cryptid? A bloody murder scene? None of those things. It was a video of Mia-san. And soon after the video ended, she actually did show up at my place. Wasn't that just your TV on the fritz? That's not the kind of Kaiden I'm looking for. It's not. You've been studying these Kaiden. Don't you think they're actually just humans messing around? You really don't get it, do you? If the ghost stories were all just human mischief, would I even be investigating them in the first place? Each of these Kaiden defy any conceivable explanation. When people can't figure out the cause of something, guys like Moriuchi just go and pin the blame on us Kami. And if even a Kami can't figure out what's going on, well, that just means there's someone or something stronger, more mysterious, and way more thrilling than me pulling the strings behind the scenes. But you're the one riding the unicycle. Ahem, that doesn't matter. Don't try to change the subject. So you mean you're also chasing Kami? You're chasing the Kami above the Kami? Exactly. Kichisai? You swapped terminal numbers with Kichisai? Yes. The agency doesn't usually let me interact with my fans, and she's such a big one. Hello, Kichisai? What? What? That's not true. I didn't mean it. That's not what I meant. Right. I never said I was running. Yes. Mm-hmm. You can't talk now. You think you're being followed? Okay, well then I'll... Oh, the shrine too. Right. I'll tell everyone right away. Be careful. Someone spread word that you're running away. Kichisai said it was spreading all over the forums. It didn't seem like some random rumor, more like something Kinseki Channel deliberately leaked. What's up with Kichisai then? A Kinseki Kai guy was tailing her. She also said the area around the shrine might not be safe. She saw people sneaking around when she stepped out through the shrine gate. The next time you see Kichisai, please thank her for me. You really don't need to be too worried. Whether or not the Yakuza are running around Mitsuke, even if they dare invade this shrine, they're just causing themselves trouble. If you need to take shelter within the shrine grounds, you can head inside. I'll handle everything else. If you'd rather leave, I'll show you the way out. Take the side path. I think we'd better leave. The longer we stay here, the more men they can deploy around here to get us. Momoka, you're going to have to ride the scooter. Okay. I've been riding all night. I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. Then we'll be going, Kanushi-sama. If I go with you, are those Yakuza going to chase me too? We'll try our hardest not to attract any attention. Then I'll be the one providing cover. By cover you mean... You're going to help us draw away the Yakuza, right? That's pretty much the idea. Playing those slow-witted Yakuza fools every now and then, well... It's not as thrilling as chasing Kaiden, but it does pass the time. I'll make a break through the front gate first to distract the dumb Yakuza goons. You all slip out the back and we'll rendezvous at that moron's yate. Before anyone even has a chance to respond, the unicycle shoots through the shrine gate like lightning, its pedals spinning so fast they're just a blur. Seems like that Kami really cares about you. But now is not the time for sentimentality. You two come over here. I'll show you the way. This path is pretty well hidden. Yes, but that's not to say no one will find it. Get out of here as quickly as you can. Thank you for your help and generosity. Don't mention it. There's something moving over this way. Come on, bring your camera over here. I think there's someone here. This area is still part of the shrine grounds. Are you sure it's okay for us to barge in here? What matters more, Mifune-san's orders or some dumb shrine rules? Get over here. You don't need to start throwing hands like a street thug. You just need a mic and a camera and you're set. Can you think of an easier gig? Get over here. Kanushi-sama, what do we do now? The Kanushi says nothing. The easygoing look he's worn with an occasional hint of self-satisfaction is nowhere to be found. You two, wait here for a moment. You're going to go fight them? Just the usual routine, clearing away a bit of lingering evil. The priest gives the Gohai a casual flick. The wind chimes fall silent as the leaves quiver. The air suddenly turns thin and clear. Gleaming fire gushes from the wide sleeves of his robe, like streams of spring water, neither surging nor even trembling, only drifting quietly through the air, until a gust of wind sweeps through from the shrine gate. It is a cruel wind, sharp as a knife, the kind no kami would raise in idle sport with humankind. Seeing the faint foxfire flare up in the rear courtyard, the kami at the shrine gate lets go of the handlebars and rises to its feet. With a trace of pride, it lifts a forepaw and sweeps it through the air. The crystalline flames burst like exercising thunder, and the Shimenawa hung around the shrine instantly ignite with foxfire, severing the mortal world from the divine realm. The fierce wind erupts along the edge of the divine realm, tearing away every camera, drone, and listening device, along with their camouflage, and hurling them into the air. Whoa, that's some wind. Why is all the equipment flying all over the place? The Gohai slices into the wind and shears apart the surging foxfire. The wind strips the casings off the surveillance equipment, while the flames shoot through each newly exposed core with perfect precision. The surveillance equipment ignites with brilliant, silent white flames. A moment later bursts apart and falls to the ground as bits of scorched charcoal. Kanushi-sama, are you actually an arts master? Just a few little tricks is all. Nothing spectacular. Now's your chance. Get going. Damn, I was hoping we'd get some, like a CG of him going ham, but unfortunately not. Wait! There's no point gathering thing, like tile. Huh? Oh, does this just keep bouncing back and forth? Oh no. Okay. So I guess we want to do this. Force them to stay in the path. Continuously accelerates, taking off after reaching a certain speed. So we need someone who can stun, which Kichisai can. Oh my god, Kichisai is so expensive. Oh boy. Okay, well that's an unfortunate part. I'm gonna put Kichisai here. I need to get a healer out as well. I assume takeoff means, yeah, becomes airborne. I assume this character can hit airborne units. Wow, wow, wow. We are gonna have to do something to try and... Ooh, we don't deal enough damage. Okay, I think what we're meant to do here is actually block them. I think we want to block them so they can't get up to speed. New enemy, new enemy. We gotta learn them. Gotta learn what they do.
この先戦場で泣き言は吐かないでね。
一番厄介な敵はどれ？
Oh,
私が相手をしてやる。
why is Google's plaything starting to screw up? I warned you, Kichisai's butt cheeks. Oh, is she not good? I mean, she's okay. She's just expensive and her ability is kind of expensive.
所詮そこまでだ。
So what we could do...
この刃を受けてみるがよい。
And then we need to put someone here to block. Also a healer.
さっさと刀を
Oh, it's already airborne. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to deal with this. Damn, they go airborne really quickly. How?
ではいない。少し骨があるよ。所詮そこまで
Honestly,
だ。
okay, I'm just going to play the
ここにいてこれ以上何が
I'm
で
going
き
to
る
play the
かわかんないしね
obvious strat here, which is to switch out cold shot for Cruise to stun them.
私はサボるから
Well,
許してね
executor subclass thing low. Need operator with more attack speed. Yeah. Yeah.
この
We got the
先
Cruise now though. We should be
戦場
fine.
で泣き言は吐かないでね
Also, I might need to put the Cantabile out earlier because I need some points. I need some DP.
ここに合ってるかしら
I should be running a skill 1 instead of a skill 2. Wow, wow, wow. Actually, you know what? Let's just put Hoshi here. Why not?
一番危険な戦場はどこだ？私が
Does this actually deal damage to us? No. It doesn't, so we can have the... Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
どうして自分の何を求めているのかよく理解しているの
Look at that. The stun slows them down instantly.
お前に
Cruise being the goated ranged DPS as always. Wow, wow, wow.
This here is a good spot. You can see me.
Cantabile went down. That's fine. 'Chen Ultra at least got a module to reduce her cost, yeah. Archetto crying in the corner. Yeah, I'm sorry, Archetto. Archetto's cool, but Cruise still just has the utility. Cruise is just insane.
祝福を
Wow, wow, wow. Alright, it looks like we might be about to get spammed by a unit, maybe?
ご指示をどうぞ
Oh, this guy woke up. Does the stun also do extra damage? Oh, it does. Oh, I didn't realize
いい
that.
よ準備はできてるから
20% chance to deal extra damage and stun the target. Yeah, right. I thought it was just the stun. Righto then.
Relax, you're going to remember to stand inside the smoke bullet.
いるんではいない。少しは骨があるよ。
Interestingly, Hoshi's ability doesn't actually last that long. It's a very quick ability. Now watch this, she's about to get it. And it's over. That's very quick. She does generate it back pretty fast.
息を吸ってみなさい首は絞めてないわ気をつけな我らが神よ引っかかっててね
If anyone's settling here, just let me know. And I'll add more heads to
Easy.
the
Look at that.
sensor.
Solves our issue. Crew's the best. Does her cheddar even have crowd control? I can't remember if one of her abilities stuns or not. I'm not sure. By the way, I forgot. Did you get XU Alter? I did not. I did not get XU Alter, unfortunately. That is one of the ones we unfortunately missed out on. Use. The Beyblade stays stronger if it has more targets. Oh, does it stay around longer when there's more people to hit? Or does it just get stronger? It's still the same amount of time. Hoshiguma and Momoka. Did you need something to tide you over for now? Or do you mean to tell me you've already completed your task? I don't need anything to eat. I'm pretty full. I feel like I swallowed enough wind on the way over here. The Kinseki Kai is still chasing you. Thanks to the Kami-sama's guidance and by taking a less traveled route, the journey back went relatively smoothly. Kami-sama? You mean? Don't celebrate just yet. Yes, we found a Kami-sama, but not the one you were looking for. That doesn't matter. It's not a problem. God, imagine saying, I found God, and then someone presents this. It doesn't matter. You're... See? I told you. No. I don't have anything here to offer you a proper welcome. But how about some Odin broth to warm you? Also, is it... I thought it was udon. Is Odin something else? What is Odin? Odin is a type of one-pot dish. Oh, it's what they call like their... Not quite their hot pot. Yeah, okay, I understand now. Right. Ah. Yeah, for some reason I thought they were trying to say udon, but no, okay, Odin. Got it. But how about some Odin broth to warm you? No. Have all the Odin you want. I'm not as into the Odin you make as certain others. Oh, he's getting flamed. Rip. Kami-sama, I wonder if you... Wonder what? You're wondering if I've seen the Maneki Neko you keep talking about, right? The Neko's the one you're looking for, not me. No. Getting to meet a Kami is a blessing from heaven. Why would I ever be picky? Your eyes betray you. Back when that Neko would still talk to me, it talked to me about you, and the one it described was nothing like you here. You were just a kid then, treating it the way any kid would treat a friend. That is why it left me. How should I know? It remembers you, but just as one of the thousands of people it's met in its life. It would never waste its time telling me why it left you. I came to see you for other reasons. No problem. What do you need from me? Money or information? Information, of course. Information about the Kaiden. You think we Kami are responsible for all the Kaiden in Mitsukui, but I promise you, we have basically nothing to do with any of them. Aren't you, in fact, the Wanyudo from the legend? I admit that I speed my unicycle down the street every day, but what else makes you think I'm the Wanyudo? The old building behind the police station on Doku Street. The cursed elevator. The building only has 15 floors, yet the elevator has a button for the 16th floor. That extra floor is actually hell. The people have disappeared there. Sometimes the Maneki Neko in the lobby, which is normally fixed to the front desk, just vanishes, only to reappear the next day. This seems to be correlated to when the 16th floor appears. The phenomenon isn't limited to the old building. Many others have told me that their Maneki Nekos disappear and reappear at old times. Speaking specifically about the old building, though, every time the entrance to hell thing happens, the Maneki Neko disappears. You have some pretty detailed knowledge there. But I can tell you for sure that the Maneki Neko in that building has nothing to do with the kami you're looking for, even if they look alike. Where's your proof? Why do I need proof? I'm a kami. Shouldn't I be able to discern between kami and lookalikes? You're just talking. You haven't proved anything. Where's all the deference you had just a minute ago? Well, I'm not calling you out or blaming you. I like the frankness better than the whole show you were putting on before. Besides, I've also explored that old building pretty carefully. First, there's no hidden button. The button for the 16th floor is right above the button for the 15th floor. It's just covered by a steel plate. Kami didn't do that, and no human could lift that steel plate. So you're saying the button for the 16th floor has been there all along, just covered by a steel plate? A pale look comes over Moriuchi's face. See, even you think it's silly, right? Second, that Maneki Neko can actually be pressed down. If you push hard enough, the whole thing sinks below the counter. Did you push it? Yeah, I pushed it and nothing amazing happened. When the receptionist came back, he fiddled with the desk a bit and the thing popped back up. Then the receptionist started answering the phone, a long string of calls, and kept apologizing and stuff. That was it. See, what we have here is a quirky receptionist, but you're saying it's a kaiden. So that's just a weird habit of his. How can that be? Well, what else could it be? You think he's pushing the Maneki Neko below the desk because he has a grudge against that Neko? What is it, girl? Have you filmed a show in that building or something? No, but when a variety show came to film there, one of my co-workers floated that idea, only to get an earful from the producer at our agency. He chewed him out. The producer went on about a bunch of stuff I barely understood. Something about, tekaba? Being in Kinsekikai business. I guess it's some kind of restaurant, and they didn't want a TV show hurting their business. Tekaba? Tekaba? Yes. What's wrong? Tekka is the name of a Higashinese fin beast dish, so wouldn't Tekaba just be a restaurant that sells tekka? Tekaba is a code word for casino. So I guess hell is just a Kinsekikai casino, and anyone who wanders in there by mistake is made to keep their mouth shut. The button for the 16th floor has been triggered by some kind of mechanism. It probably leads to a hidden mezzanine, or maybe even a basement. That Maneki Neko is probably some kind of signaling device. Press it, and it sends a message. That's why after our dear Kami-sama pressed it, the receptionist apologized to them. Momoka lets out a sigh. It's hard to tell whether it's out of pity for Maruchi or out of relief that there isn't a real kaiden. The nosy Kami scratches its head in mild irritation. It clearly wasn't expecting the kaiden tale to end like this. Moriuchi's face grows ever more pale until the sweat flows down from his eyebrows. That must be a coincidence. After all these years, some kaiden tales have been debunked, but there are still so many no one can explain. The 16th floor hell thing must just be a coincidence. There's also the last remaining Fukuike diner. I remember the Kami mentioning to me that it liked that place, back when I still kept in touch with it. After the restaurant was torn down a couple of years ago, people would sometimes say they caught the scent of fried food drifting through the area. Other people even claimed they could sometimes see the diner still standing on the empty lot. Only they could never get close to it. That lot has been empty ever since the restaurant was torn down. I remember that place. I wanted to go try it, back when I was still around, but the owner wouldn't let me in, and I ended up going somewhere else. The restaurant closed not long after the TV show aired. For the next few days after that, rumors were flying that I cursed the restaurant's owner. People would say, "The Kaiden Queen is at it again," or "The spiteful woman took her revenge." Stuff like that. The Kinsekikai are the ones who tore it down. Obviously, I know that. but we're talking about what happened after it got torn down. Momoka, didn't you and your film crew visit the lot after that? Yeah, but when we went there, I didn't see any restaurant. I smelled some fried food, but that was it. Anyone can easily make a place smell like fried food. Take the kaiden out of it, and this thing boils down to the Kinsekikai wanting to force the Fuku family out of business, right? First, they planted the idea that something spooky might be going on there. Then, they tore the place down. Finally, they sent Momoka over there for one last visit. But, the Aoni, the haunted house. Moriuchi-san, are you really going to stand here and talk to me about that? No offense, but if you didn't cause the deaths that happened in that house, then it could still have been the work of a kami. Even this kami-sama only started chasing kaiden after the haunted house rumor took off, right? That is true. Momoka, didn't you just recently film a TV show at the haunted house? Yes, but it wasn't a ghost who scared me. It was Hoshiguma. I tried to pick something off the floor to hit her with, and... Oh yeah, she hasn't mentioned it yet. To anyone here. Don't forget, out of a house full of trash, she just had to pick up that broken blade. We searched everywhere and couldn't find it, so we had no choice but to hastily forge a fake one. Even if she didn't do it intentionally, that changed everything. Momoka? No. Though she may be saying no, Momoka, hand shaking, pulls the broken blade out. Hoshiguma, this is just a broken blade, right? Mifuno-san wouldn't kill me over this thing, right? Broken blade. I picked it up at your place the day we filmed the show. Then, last night, when my TV went haywire in the middle of the night, I thought I heard Mifune say it was because I picked up this blade. Look at this blade guard. This is from the Sanoguchi's heirloom blade, isn't it? Sanoguchi used to love showing it off. Sanoguchi, the second victim in the haunted house. The one who used his family blade to kill his wife and then take his own life. But more than one police officer told me that blade has been locked up in the evidence room. How could it be sitting in your family's old house? Mifune-san must want that blade, and so he gave the police some false evidence, right? Then why isn't this blade in his collection? Why would it end up in my house and broken in two? Besides, when a gangster goes mad and kills himself, the Yakuza practically welcome the cops to investigate, just to watch them come up empty and leave in frustration. There's no reason for them to forge evidence. Unless Sanoguchi didn't kill himself. Unless Kinbi murdered him. Momoka stands there stunned. She stares at Hoshiguma. The expression on Momoka's face is even more blank and stunned than Moriuchi's. It's as if she's awakening from one nightmare only to step into another one. You're joking, right? Those kaiden tales, the ones that scared me half to death, how could they not be real? The agency might be shameless, but there's no way that all these years they've been fabricating all sorts of... Okay. So I think I know what's going on here. So Kinbi is using... Or Mifune. Mifune is using these stories of hauntings and that to essentially... Not blackmail is not the right word, but essentially force companies to shut down or people to move away so that they can move in and create illegal operations there. So like the casino at that other place, and they have that kaiden story about the cats going missing in the weird 16th floor. Although I guess that's kind of based in reality, right? It's just a little bit of ghost storyness added to it because it is real. The cat does disappear. There is technically a 16th floor, even if it's in the basement. I I still think he's using it as a way to, like, gain control of, I think, Kajimachi. And Sanaguchi. His death was suspicious, but the others... Her voice grows softer and softer, then stops. She subconsciously looks to Moriuchi, who intentionally avoids making eye contact. She suddenly realizes that she has been looking at Moriuchi because she thought he shared her pain, while he averted his gaze because he didn't want to admit the truth. So all those businesses that closed after I visited them. Those live streams where I did as I was told, and weird things kept happening where people got hurt. Those eerie noises, the ghosts, the fleeting shadows, were they all fake? Even now, Oni and the haunted house? The legends I believed so completely, the ones that scared me out of my wits these past few days. The starting point of all the tales in Mitsukie. Were they all fake? Momoka Hanyu, the singer wrapped up in Kaiden tales. My agency never even cared about my career. To them, I'd be nothing more than a cover for Kinseki Kai. That can't be right. Can it, Mariuchi-san? Mariuchi-san? It's an ambush. Get behind me. Momoka is still frozen in place. Hoshiguma steps forward, positioning the Hanya mask between her and the collapsed Moriuchi, shielding them both. As if in answer to Momoka's question, the surface of the shield crackles with a flurry of tiny explosions. Kami-sama, check on Moriuchi. Was he poisoned or struck by something? There's a burn mark on his neck, and this thing here fell on the floor. Isn't this a flash drive you use to move data between terminals? I've seen people throwing these things at electronic equipment to disable it, but lately they've been throwing them at people instead. Why? Ninja? Don't try to resist. Okay, that's kind of funny. The guy's name was Silent Ninja and he instantly said something. Not so silent anymore, huh, buddy? Who sent you? That's not important. Come with me. There's no way Mifune-san sent you, right? That's the first time I've heard anyone ask that question. Please tell me. The Kaiden tales are all true. My career isn't being used as a cover for Mifune. Kinbi. The ninja replies only with a weapon, which looks somewhat like a blade, but different. The blade has yet to move, but remains pointed squarely at Hoshiguma's chest. Spies, schemers, arsonists, even assassins. People who spend their entire lives in the shadows, never daring to show their true faces in public. Since the national wars several centuries ago, these people, who call themselves ninja, have moved through the hidden currents of history. Since then, countless figures of power, daimyo, kugyo, zaibatsu magnates, clan leaders, have all assembled their own shadowy organizations. Hello, evil spirit of Babel. Welcome. What? You hid yourself well, but you're not quick enough on the draw. Hoshiguma plants a foot on the flash drive she's just blocked. It gives a sharp electronic whine, then bursts apart with a loud pop. Keeping up with the times, huh? A flash drive with a whole high voltage charge. Works on both people and machines. You are the doctor. Wait, there's only one person that calls you that though, right? In the game? I'm wondering if W calls you that. I think it's only Therasis, right? The two ninjas exchange a glance. One draws a short blade, the other a long sword, and together they lunge at Momoka from opposite sides. You can't leave well enough alone. Hanya spins in Hoshiguma's hands, a blazing circle of fury. The long sword's edge strikes it and buckles, shattering to pieces. The ninja with the dagger dives to the ground, dodging the whirling shield before it can shred limbs. Only then does the third figure, hidden all this time in the shadows, appear, sending a cluster of flash drives silently hurtling towards Hoshiguma's unprotected head. It's too late to call out a warning, so Momoka leaps to her feet trying to imitate a movie scene. She swings her shoulder bag in an attempt to bat the little drives back. Momoka takes a direct hit. Oh, has she been knocked out as well? Uh-oh. There is a faint crackling sound. She doesn't even have time to cry out before she crumples it to the floor, limp as a rag, just like Moriuchi. Gah. Momoka. You're the last one standing. You either come with me quietly or you end up on the floor like them. Overestimating your own abilities is never a good thing. Enough talk. How about you? The projectiles come from every direction, expected and otherwise, only to shatter against the whirling Hanya. She's trying to run while carrying the other two on her back. Stop her! Hoshiguma charges the nearest ninja head on. The black-clad assassin slams into the shield, snapping many ribs. Ow. She's about to break through the encirclement when her shoulder suddenly feels light. Something has yanked Moriuchi up into the air. A hook? Moriuchi is still dangling in midair when Momoka is snatched up, like a doll caught in a crane machine. Hanya slices through the rope attached to the grappling hook. Momoka drops safely into Hoshiguma's arms, while the Odin Yatai owner is flung by the momentum and lands in a heap in front of his own cart. One of the ninjas seizes the Odin man, leaps into the air and vanishes among the buildings of Nida Street. Hoshiguma? You came to pretty quickly. My neck really hurts. Looks like some scorch marks. I think you got zapped. Rinse it and cover it, and it shouldn't leave a scar. There might be more attackers coming from Kajimachi. Do you have somewhere you can lie low for a bit? My place, but I bet Kimby's already sent guys over there. Doesn't matter. We'll hide in plain sight. They won't expect us to go there, and if someone is there, we'll just go somewhere else. Perfect. That way I can bring Hasuke along too. She wants to rescue her plant. Hasuke? Never mind. I'll explain later. The longer we stall, the more goons will show up. Which way is to your place? Let's go. Kamisami. Wait, Kamisami? Excuse me? Kami-sama, you are already gone. The little ferret guy escapade. Oh yes, give me more Ori rocks. I need more Ori rocks, please. Oh, that also means we now get Mitsuke or Matsukiri. I'm not sure if we've got enough resources though to bring this guy up. I think we are running significantly low on resources right now. I mean, we can try. How much have we got? 232. I think it's mainly LMD we're missing. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, we can get him to 50. Alright, we got the promotion materials. Very nice. I don't kill Teresa. I love her. I am not remember. Bro, is there love there anymore? Who knows? Maybe one day Doctor will grow to love Priestess again. So what does this guy do again? Oh yeah, he heals himself, gets swole, and generates DP. Got it. Got it. So we can only get him to... No, surely we can level him up. Yeah, okay, there we go. I'm just going to take him to 50. I'm not going to take him any further than 50. Whoop. There we go. And that should actually mean I can also bring Hoshi up a little bit further now. Almost level 80. Almost. And we are now broke again. Number one priestess fan. I killed her and PRTS gave me Originite Prime. True. Skins don't pay for themselves. We gotta do what we gotta do, man. Oh, damn, we got another tutorial. Okay. Hello, Ecladen. Welcome, welcome. Oh, what are these? Punch, och. Och, och. How nostalgic. It's a stress relief helper. Back in the day, people enjoyed seeing certain fates hitting and bouncing off of them. But its popularity waned after we realized it would charge itself and beat us down once it was all juiced up. I've been on the receiving end myself. Hurts a lot. There's a Fate Striker here too. Perfect then. Alright, we use it. Oh, it deals damage to them, okay. Before this guy charges up, it takes damage whenever it bounces a certain Fate back. We always called this Fate Burst. Doctor, if you see a Fate Striker near a stress relief helper, then try to smash it ASAP, since certain Fates won't damage the helpers once they're fully charged. They pack quite the punch, so best to hit them before they hurt you. Leave the front to me and I'll leave the rest to you. Okay, she's deployed. So if we... So we don't want to hit these, right? Because then they're going to deal damage to us. We kind of want to rely on these. I'm curious, actually. I might deploy the next person to try and hit it. Six, 7, and 8. Let's see. Does this deal damage back? Oh, okay, it doesn't. Oh. Okay. Do they move? I expect they eventually move, right? Oh, yeah, look at that. They're gaining power. Maybe I shouldn't be hitting it because that's what's gaining it power. And then it gets fists. Wait, does it not take damage anymore from the balls? Oh, it doesn't. Ew. Oh yeah, we might have screwed up. Uh-oh. This thing might be kind of strong. Let's see how much damage... Oh my god! Oh boy, we're in trouble. This thing might just one-shot Hoshi. Oh, it didn't. Maybe it only gets one strike. That's huge. And then it has to generate again, maybe? Actually, yeah, I could see that's how that works. Legacy over Ruin. Elite 1, level 30. I think we're still fine. Yeah, all our characters are still fine. Oh, we didn't put Matsukuri in. Ah, rip. Put me down. I can walk on my own. All right. What happened? My room. It's a complete mess. Have Kimby's guys already been here? Careful. Someone might be lying in ambush. Momoka ignores Hoshiguma's warning and runs towards the window. Huh. Skye? How could this happen? Who cut my Husky? Cut? Following Momoka to the window, Hoshiguma sees the objects lined up on it. And a flower pot. There is only the stem of a plant left. The upper half has been severed. Hoshiguma turns her head towards the trash can and sees the upper half lying inside. Husky is a tree. A sapling. It didn't grow much because I haven't taken good care of it. Who did this and why? 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 I love how this is just like the brutal moment with the music in the background as well. It's just like, no, the plant. Momoka, calm down. Let me go. I'll get revenge for Hosuke. For some reason, Momoka seems to get angrier with each word that Hoshiguma says. Her eyes are wide. She's panting hard and trembling all over, seemingly willing to fight to the death. Hoshiguma instinctively takes a step back and even has the urge to gulp, something that she does not do often. Not that Momoka is trying to do anything to her, but Momoka intends to kill. Hoshiguma can sense it. Hoshiguma takes another step back and touches a water bottle. She immediately pours a cup of water and hands it to Momoka. Here, have some water. Momoka does not answer. She snatches the cup out of Hoshiguma's hands and empties it in a single gulp, leaving bite marks on the edge of the paper cup. At least it seems to have calmed her down a little, if only a little. This is one angry goldfish. This is a very, very angry goldfish. Hey Fergie, how's it going? Do you have any idea how hard it is to keep a bonsai alive? Actually true, if it is a bonsai, we don't know exactly what kind of plant, right? But if it is a bonsai, this outburst kind of valid. It must have been Kinbi's people who did this to Hosuke, right? Very likely. But why? Did they cut Hosuke to vent their anger just because I wasn't home? How could they do this? Judging from what I see in the trash can, Hosuke wasn't in very good shape. Hoshiguma basically saying, well, the plant was kind of on its last legs anyway. Momoka takes a big step towards Hoshiguma. Hoshiguma almost knocks over the water bottle as she flinches. Of course Hosuke's in bad shape. How could it be anything else when all my time is occupied with work? Huh? Of course I wanted Hosuke to grow up healthy and keep changing its pots until it's too big for my room. But I have to do overtime when the agency asks. I don't get home until 3 or 4 in the morning, and a lot of times I don't even remember when I last watered it. That's okay. I could take notes and measure the water. The people at the agency laughed at me when I say I want to take Hosuke with me on long trips. I tried those blogger tips and put eye drop vials in the soil, but it doesn't work. Hosuke's leaves are always yellow when I come back from a long trip, and it almost wilted a few times. I had to work hard to save it every time. How could it grow when it's always on the brink of death? It's very important to you, isn't it? Girl, it's a plant. It can grow back. I think they're using the plant as a metaphor for her. I think Hosuke is a metaphor for Momoka. She hasn't been able to look after herself because the agency basically has command. And technically, if she had stayed in this in her room, she would have been killed as well, just like Hosuke was. It's very important to you, isn't it? The question that came to Hoshiguma's mind was a rare species, but she immediately realizes that is not what she should ask. Is it a gift from someone dear to you? No, I picked it up from the roadside. The roadside? I came to Mitsukue with Hanamaru, a cloud beast I had kept for a long time. As my work got busier, I no longer had time to care for her, so I gave her away along with her climbing rack. Oh my god, that's what the climbing rack she was talking about. I was like, oh, does she have like an Arknights version of a cat or something? She did, but she had to give it away. I bought a similar one to remember her. I knew I didn't have time to keep a pet, so I thought I could keep a plant. And that was Hosuke. No, my first one was Ran. I tried my best to make time to take care of Ran, following the instructions in the manual to the letter. But after a few months... Hoshiguma glances at the flower pot next to the cloud beast climbing rack. A little seedling sprouted in Rand's pot. I asked the flower shop owner and he said it was a berry seedling and suggested I changed pots. That was Ichigo. Oh, that was Ichigo? That was Strawberry? Okay. Then the windows of my room broke on a windy day. And by the time I got back home, Ran, Ichigo, Matsumaru, Togadono, my plants always die in strange ways. Togadono died because of a flood upstairs. I started suspecting that plants and I just weren't good together. But I couldn't keep a pet because I might have to go on a long trip at a moment's notice at any time. But I would come home to an empty room, without even a single blade of grass I could talk to without putting on a mask. I couldn't take it anymore, which was why I got Tamasabaru. This electronic pet. What happened to Tamasabaru? When I talked to the repair shop owner, he said it left the factory with a defective motherboard. Damn, her luck. Her luck is god-awful. I picked up Hasuke with its pot from a trash dump on my way back from the repair shop. When I found Hasuke, I made up my mind. I would give up on keeping a plant if I couldn't keep it alive. With tears in her eyes, Momoko walks from one end of the windowsill to the other, showing them to Hoshiguma one by one. Hoshiguma is not sure whether to laugh or cry until Momoko pulls the last bag open. It is not a memorial for a pet or plant, but 2 memorial tablets. The names inscribed upon them are Kazuhiko Shino and Kumiko Shino. What is this? My mama and papa. You don't mean? Oh, no, it's not that. I grew up in Gokawa, near the southern border. It was a small backwater nomadic city in Kaneshiro territory. It was known for its plastics and chemical plants and nothing else. Oh, we're about to get the depressing backstory. Uh-oh. Waste from the factories had polluted the water supply. People didn't know they were drinking polluted water until a few years before I was born. I managed to grow up pretty healthy, but my parents weren't so lucky. Papa died when I was very little, around 5 or 6 years old. I was brought up by my mother. I don't remember much about Papa. As for Mama, she was never in good health. She complained about not being able to see clearly, feeling numb in her hands and feet, and was also prone to falling. The Kaneshiro clan hushed things up, giving people with clear health problems a pittance, while finding all sorts of excuses to deny relief to people who could still take care of themselves. Mama's condition had really deteriorated by the time Kimby's agency scouted me, partly by persuasion and partly by coercion. She passed away not long after my debut. I wanted to attend her funeral, but the agency wouldn't let me, because I had become somewhat well known by then, and I didn't want people to know that I came from Gokawa. They gave me the surname Hanyu, which sounds northern because the surname Shino might clue people in on where I came from. My relatives took care of the funeral, but the agency prohibited me from telling them the true reason why I couldn't go back. They cut ties with me after sending Mama's spirit tablet and ashes to me. The agency told me the best way to comfort my parents' soul was to become a star. Like force-feeding a foul beast, they kept telling me to become the biggest star in Mitsukue, in Higashi, on Terra, that it was the meaning of my entire existence. And so I kept walking down this path, forcing myself to believe that they were right, until a few days ago. My performing career was the entirety of my life. Anything that could help my career I had to do, no matter how unwilling I was. Anything that could hurt my career I couldn't touch, no matter how attractive it was. But I'm tired. I would be, even without all those strange kaiden that keep me on the very edge. It's not that I don't like my work, but who can I talk to about things other than work? So, this is what it's come to. Nothing I kept ever lived long. Their memories forming a long row on my windowsill. Silly, isn't it? A girl who kills anything she tries to keep. Momoka Hanyu should go home alone, take off her makeup, shower, brush her teeth, and go straight to bed. Then straight to work the next day when she wakes up. Momoka Hanyu should do exactly as her agency says, and stop trying to have a life outside of her performing career. But Hasuke lived for a long time, even though I never took good care of him, but now... Momoka. Sorry, what's your real name? Haruka. Mama and Papa gave me that name because they wanted me to go far away. Away from Gokua. Away from dirty water that killed without taste or smell to live in freedom. I made it far away, all right. As for living in freedom... Should I call you... No, don't. Call me Momoka. Momoka Hanyu. Wait, what does Haruka mean? I am curious. Haruka. Haruka is a popular Japanese name meaning far or distant fragrance. Oh, okay, there you go, there you go. Sorry. It's not that I don't like the name my parents gave me. How could I not like it? But I've come too far. I don't have a choice anymore. Haruka Shino has no parents, no relatives, no friend who knows the name. A breeze. A breeze is all it takes to blow her away. All I am is Momoka Hanyu, the performer. Even if the agency doesn't want me anymore, even if Kinbi wants me to get oropathy, even if he's trying to silence me, Momoka Hanyu is the only thing I am, and the only thing I can be. Silence. Then, pack up, Momoka. We're leaving. Kinbi's ninjas could come back at any time. We need to go to Kajimachi. Yeah. The Aigo wipes her tears and starts packing silently. Then she looks up at Hoshiguma, forcing a smile on her tear-stained face. Say, can we go and see the fireworks tomorrow? I've been living in Mitsukui for so many years, but I've never had the chance, never had the time to go. I used to tell Mio-san that I would go to the riverside and watch the fireworks if I ever lost my job. Now it looks like, well... She never finishes the sentence as her smile gradually fades, as though she knows that it is a silly question and is just waiting for someone to interrupt. Hoshiguma cannot find the words to console her. Poor goldfish. The goldfish has had a tragic life. Also, I like how the reason she moved is because the water was poisonous. Very fitting for the goldfish. Mwah. Perfect. Bring it on, Bakiyaro! I'll pay you double what the Gomikuzu Kinbi is paying to cut off that white tail of his. I wanted a belt to go with this outfit anyway. Stop throwing this crap. What's in it? Kinbi's dirty photos or something? How much do you have to hate it to throw stuff like this? Watch your tongue. That's what I was waiting for. A jam? Are you kidding me? Whoop. Ouch. My hand. I can't move it. What do these famous people say in their death poems? In the 50 years of human life? Well, I haven't lived that long. Shut it. I was just planning to take you to the Oyuban, but it looks like Mitsukui would be a better place without you. Huh. Now ain't that an honor? Shut up and accept your death, lest your spirit become a ghost that shall not know rest. What's that? My blade. It was broken by a shogi piece. Whoa. Careful, Tesse. They mean business. Take this, old bastard. The ninja yells at Tesse, but throws the broken sword at Kichise, lying on the ground. Kichise sees Tesse's movements clearly for the first time. His iron fan pulls in the broken blade like a magnet. Tesse swings the fan and the blade flies from the fan. Ugh. Rip. Thanks, old man. You saved my skin. You want to sleep? Do it in a bed. You still have to mind the parlor tomorrow. All right. Footsteps. Are there more of them? Hoshiguma. Momoka too. Are you all right? Were you crying, Momoka? I'm fine. Kichisa, you would be dead if the old man didn't show up. Uncle Tesse. Momoka's being hunted by Kimbi's people and has nowhere to go. I want to hide her in Kajimachi for a while. No problem. Plenty of space in the old man's pachinko parlor. Kichise takes one glance at Tesse and realizes that he is not exactly in a great mood. What I mean is, she can stay upstairs in my shop. Suit yourself. Thanks, old man. I'll take her. One moment. Do you really plan on parading her through the town as though that son of mine doesn't exist? You mean Tetsuya? He's been snooping around. The girl can stay at my place until he leaves. He won't go there. Oh my god, she's got an identical room to Momoka's. That's crazy. Does she also have a plant called Husuke? Well, let's go home. Tetsuya. The lucky star ain't open today. What are you trying to do, barging in while I'm out? I'm sorry. I was looking for the Northern Court spy and I haven't searched your home yet, so... I'm the only one here. Do I look like a spy to you? Wait, how did you get hurt? Was it the Northern Court? Why would a Northern Court spy attack me? Just got in a little fight, that's all. All I need is a good night's sleep. How about I bandage it up for you? I almost forgot. You started studying medicine before working for Kinbi and wanted to try your skills on anyone in town who had a bump or bruise. Must have read too many sword fight manga. Fine. Suit yourself. Let's see if your skills have improved. Who did this to you? It almost went all the way through. Would you believe me if I said it was Kinbi? Don't talk bad about Mifune-san, Kichisai. He's doing it for the greater good. Forget the greater good. I remember how you were crying about how you were gonna become a sword master and clear your mum's name. What happened to that with the development of Kajimachi? Did the window displays in the luxury shops eat up all your time? I left. I didn't have to live off compensation money like you all, and I didn't want you to think that I was working for him out of greed. What kind of bloody baka are you? There we go. We finally got our baka. Let's go. I'm not kidding. It was Kimbi's men who did this to me. I'll be dead if your pop didn't step in. What? Ouch. Sorry. But no, why would Mifune-san want to kill you? It must be a misunderstanding. Misunderstanding. I saw Hoshiguma once at the shrine, and then his men started tailing me. You tell me where the misunderstanding is. I'll go and find him. I'll smooth things over if he's really angry at you for some reason. Are you his son? You're beyond saving. Seriously. I want to introduce the muzzle of my gun to that dumbass mouth of yours. Now get lost before I actually do it. I'll wrap the rest of the wounds myself. What a loser. You reckon he's gonna have a redemption arc? I can kind of feel that guy having a redemption arc. So that's the truth behind the Kaiden. What about your family home? Shimasu, Sanaguchi. That bastard Kinbi killed all of them. Strictly speaking, I only have proof for Sanaguchi. Do they have evidence then? Moriuchi, Mamoka, and that so-called Kami. Do you have proof for the Diet candidate dying by your hand 20 years ago? You could never forget what happened that night. You came back with blood all over you, standing at the door of this very manor, not saying a single word. I thought you had failed to stop Kinbi, but you told me that the Diet was dead and you killed him. You accidentally killed Shuji, whom you were close to, or trying to stop Kinbi. Then you went berserk and started killing indiscriminately. The Diet candidate was dead by the time you came to your senses. Who can prove that you did it? Only yourself when you don't even remember what happened. If you think that Mifune didn't kill Shimasu and the others, what makes you say that you killed the Diet candidate? Well, there was a succession crisis brewing, and you did indeed kill brothers of the clan, not one, but several. You thought the people wouldn't accept someone who would kill her own brothers. Indeed, you couldn't accept it yourself. The Diet candidate was dead, and my relationship with you was much better than with Kinbi. Placing the blame on you would prove that I was fair and unbiased at least. Kinbi was a valued administrator who was conducting the bulk of Kinsekikai's transformation. He put in honest work back then, and was more valuable than someone like you who only contributed to fighting. All of those were things that you said to me the next day, when your reason had fully returned. Your arguments were valid, for the greater good, the impossible to ignore at the time. Did any of that have to do with who killed the Diet candidate, though? I wanted a straight answer. Did you kill the Diet candidate by the name of Koruto? Yes or no? You said yes. The rest was history. I pinned the blame on you, then smuggled you to Lungmen. To everyone else, you had gone missing, having likely committed suicide because you feared punishment for the murder. But one lie must be covered up by another lie. If you had killed the Diet candidate, then Kinbi and his people must have gone to protect him. Things snowballed from there. Let me ask you again, Hoshiguma. Did you kill the candidate? If the answer is yes, then there is nothing else to say. I did my best after you committed the deed, and it is my fault that the Kinsekikai has become what it is today. If not... Tessei says nothing more, but gazes straight into Hoshiguma's eyes. The only thing I hoped when I came back was that my sacrifice was not in vain, and that things had gotten better for the Kinsekikai. But I was wrong. So you didn't kill him? No, I don't know. I remember nothing from when I accidentally killed Shuji until I saw the candidate's lifeless body. All I know is that I had gone on a rampage. Then why did you say yes? Hoshiguma says nothing and looks in the direction of her family home. Because of your father. What are you doing here, Papa? Why are there so many bad people lying on the ground? Did you kill all of them? It's alright, Kashimachi's safe. Uncle Tessei's looking for you. Is that Aunt Setsuko? Grandma Kinyu, too? Did the bad people kill them? Even Tetsuya? Let's go, Papa. We need to tell Uncle Tessei. Why are you pointing your blade at me? Uncle Tessa, something's wrong with Papa. Papa? Oh, so did her father go on a rampage? Rip. Yes, your father had killed Tetsuya in his madness. But what do Setsuko and my mother's death have to do with him? Hadn't he been protecting them? I told you, Tetsuya, not just him, but what happened to your father too. It was all the fault of those wandering Oni. None of this would happen if not for them. Besides, since when did I say that you needed to take responsibility for what your father did? I'm not taking responsibility for him. All I know is that I was just like him at that time. It was either me or Kinbi who killed the candidate. It wouldn't have been anyone else. But it could have been me. And if things had gone on, it would have been me sooner or later. The aging Oni grabs a shogi piece from the table and smashes it to bits on the ground. Yes, I was angry at your father, but you've always been like a daughter to me. Do you know who I was thinking of when I made that Oni face on Hanya? Do you know why I gave you the shield before you left? It was for you that I made Hanya, so that you wouldn't repeat the mistakes of your father. That fallen noble house where I bought the materials and craftsmanship once had a splendid collection of legendary weapons. The stories say that they stole the secret arts of the temple, allowing them to craft weapons that were not only incredibly sharp, but also able to suppress the madness of the Oni. I didn't know if it was real, but the craftsmanship certainly was, and I made the shield intending for it to be my final work. But it felt hesitant at the ultimate step. The handle. The handle. According to the laws of the secret art, the part connected to the palm must be polished by the wielder personally until it fits comfortably in the bare hand. It was like someone had poured cold water over me. The intention, clearly, was to make one learn self-discipline. What discipline would it take to polish a piece of metal until it fits comfortably in the hand? There would be no need for any secret art. So I never gave you the shield, which was why everyone who felt themselves up to it had designs on the clan's leadership. That's why there were so many internal clashes at the time. High-ranking members looked for any opportunity to take each other out, but it was the rank and file who suffered the most, and even the honest folk of Kajimachi became caught in the struggle. That's how the events of that night came to be. Hoshiguma is silent. Karma. Karma. Right or wrong, things have come too far. There is no way to turn back the clock. How has Lungman been? If life hasn't been kind, take your weapon, and we'll have Kimbi's head, if that's the last thing we do. We're descendants of warriors and we'll have a warrior's death. If life has been alright, then leave now and never think about Kinbi or me again. What happened between your father and I is between the two of us. It's not your fault. Stop going against your heart for the greater good. It's not your place to do so. Lungman has been kind to me. For the first time tonight, Tessei sees Hoshiguma's gaze meet his. I'm glad to hear that. But I'll go with you. Why? If this is indeed karma, then I want to clean up those loose ends before I go back to Lungman. Very well. Give Hanya to me. You've decided how to reforge it. The reforged Hanya would already have been yours if you haven't been running around with that Momoka girl. What's this ribbon? A gift from my friends in Lungman. I've been using it. Take this. It's a step forward that you've learned to make compromises. I wouldn't bet against you if you had faced Chixiao once again wielding the reforged Hanya. It's a good thing to reforge Hanya, but there's someone I need to rescue. Kimbi's got Moriuchi, the information broker who sells Odin. The reforging of Hanya can't wait. The Kaiden were fabricated by Kinbi. The only people who know this are you, me, Momoka, a certain Kami, and Moriuchi. Kinbi would never let them talk. It's partly my fault that he's in danger. I need to help him fast. I've got something for you if you need a weapon. The old man takes out a dusty box from a corner. What's in the box? Your old outfit and sword. I've kept them in decent enough condition. The one that you wielded that night. Take it. Unless you mean to tell me that you've not changed one bit these 20 years. Alright. And then we get Hoshi Alta. There she is! There's our Yakuza Oni, let's go! I see you haven't lost any of your guts. I've been meaning to ask, what have you been doing in Lungmen? Your clothes are a little too plain for a triad, but it doesn't seem you've been leading a quiet life either. What's going on? Oh, I joined the Lungmen police. Come again. I work for the LGD, the Lungmen police. You... No wonder the room stinks of cop. I actually thought he was going to say pig there. I'm not going to lie. Alrighty. Oh, we got lots of punch machines. Okay. Okay, so we don't actually want to hit these. We want to send these out. Yes, 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 yes. Looks like we might be able to stop them here. Wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Exposing your midriff will increase your defense, trust me. Oh, hell yeah, bro. She's an invasion defense person, right? She's lost the shield now. She's got the sword. So she doesn't need to be tanky. She doesn't need that armor she had on before. She just needs evasion. Right, we need to make sure we're not hitting this. Okay, they are still getting hit by the ball. They are genning off of the ball as well. But I think better the ball than anything else. Looks like these guys are coming down this way. I didn't think they would. Guess what we could do is this. These spring guys, lol. Oh, they're getting through. Hold on. Whoops, that could have been bad. I didn't realize bro had died. Okay, we saved it. We saved it. Easy. She has 65% res at 30% health. Yeah, you need dodging against magic. Makes sense. Makes sense to me. Does that not make sense to you? Alright, now we got the tanky boy incoming. I actually really want to use this character more, Akafuyu. I'm curious whether she's good in harder content. The only thing is she can't be healed, right? Yeah. So she would have actually probably been better to put it where Cantabile is. Oh my god, yeah. Hoshi kind of chunks. Look at this. Look at this tanky boy just getting destroyed right now. Frank it, go. Oh my god, I forgot she has this skin with the little blue bird on her hat. Oh, the punching machine. Hoshi might be dead. She is gonna be dead. I'm gonna have to replace her with something. Oh my god, her second life thing. Ooh. Okay, her second life thing is actually insane. That is insane. She's okay. She's not great, but she's okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Are we really going to Kazumachi, Mifune-san? This is between me, Tessai, and Hoshiguma. I have to put an end to it personally. If things go according to your plan, Tessai will yield, even without Hanya. Does the idea of Hoshiguma coming back upset you so? I don't see the need for it. True. You would have much more work to do if she came back. I'll tell you this plainly, since you'll someday take over for me. What do you think is the most important to living well in Mitsukue? Unity. No. The most important thing is beauty. A fine appearance will turn the people's prejudices on their head. You and I, we all benefit from it. If I kept looking like a thug, they would have kicked me off camera the first time I was on TV. I never could have built Kinseki Channel into what it is today. It's important that we conduct our business with the proper look, with beauty. There is an Ursine author, his name escapes me. He says that if a gun appears in the first act of a story, then the Lateran must hold it by the third act at the latest. Does everyone know what he's referencing? Chekhov's gun? If a gun appears in the first act, it has to be fired by the last act. I'm not sure if he says the third act. I think he just says the last act. I'm not sure on that though. But yeah. I believe there is a Colombian group by the name of Blacksteel that uses guns as well, Mifune-san. Well, you know what I mean. Mitsukue is too big, and it has grown too quickly. A lot of times it's hard for us to tell if we're doing the right thing. And so we must make sure that everything we do has a proper beginning and end, that everyone is in their proper place, and the trigger of every gun is pulled by the end. This is the proper appearance. This is beauty. If I get your meaning, you want to see everything through to the bitter end. Think of it however you want. Feel free to put my words to the test once you become the 4th chairman of the Kinseki. Right now, though, you should prepare to deal with Hoshiguma. She is a tough one. But she is an Oni, and one who has already gone berserk once. Have you heard of an individual by the name of Quailon? All I know is that he lived a very long time ago and had something to do with the Oni and the temples. Setting aside those old warrior stories, it's this legend that Tessai talked about the most. I don't know if they are true, and they're often contradictory. For example, Tessai has told at least 3 different versions of how Quailon died. Her kid is functional, it's just that, well, she's a 5-star. Yeah, true. True, replace her with a 6-star. But my favorite version is cruel and beautiful. Before he reached Nirvana and entered, Kasnana? Quailon heard the cries of the last Oni when they were forced to become people of Ashihara. By then, however, Quailon no longer had the strength to leave Ahsoka, nor wield the sword to save his people, or even keep his fiery blue wrath in check. The flames of rage took over Quailon's soul. He lost all reason and in his mad rampage destroyed an entire army even as he lay at the gates of death, but the kin whom he was trying to protect were also destroyed by his sword. It is unknown whether Quailon died of exhaustion or took his own life, or whether he was so heartless that he attained nirvana, fully at peace with himself, in spite of what he did. I'm not sure why you're telling me the legend of Quailon right now. An Oni is at its frailest when it realizes its own powerlessness. As to whether what follows next is depression or madness, our foe has already demonstrated the answer once. Now get some rest. I have a guest to greet. Mifune-san, I bid you good health. You're not hurt, are you? No, I haven't slept better in a long while. Yes, in your line of work it's important to be of good humor, to smile, to be inquisitive. Cool Hoshiguma, tell her that I have something to discuss. See, Mifune-san, Hoshiguma helped me a lot, you know. Helped you discover the truth of the Wana Yudo. Yes. But not only that, right? What was going through your mind when you stood in front of your yatai at a loss? Thinking about all those years you wasted chasing the Kaiden, weren't you? Now you know it is all fabricated. You were fooled by me and these Kaiden stories I made up. Why? Why did you do it? None of your business. Just think of it as a stroke of bad luck. But life goes on after all. So if you're willing, there's something more concrete you can seize. Are you trying to bribe me? Bribe? No. Make the call and you can keep up your little information broker gig going. Refuse, and you know what the Kinseki Kai does to our enemies. Mifune-san, would you like a reminder of how you lost your right eye? I haven't forgotten. I barged in on one of your negotiations while chasing a Kaiden. I took one eye because you saw what you shouldn't have seen. I let you keep the other because I valued your talent and as a warning to you. Now, it's time you showed me some gratitude. Please, give me a few minutes to think. Mifune slowly draws his blade. Moriuchi's gaze is fixed upon the blade's tip as it slowly moves to his own throat. He gulps, unsure whether to open his mouth or close it. What's that sound? The office door is kicked open before Moriuchi can even react. Hoshiguma? Go. But he can't keep me, and I have questions for him. Moriuchi takes one long look at Hoshiguma and hastily leaves. You don't seem anxious that I look someone from right under your nose, that I took someone right from under your nose. Why should I be anxious when something that I thought would take so much effort suddenly sorted itself out on its own? Why did you forge that letter to bring me back? It's complicated. I just told the story to somebody else and I'm not in the mood to tell it again. But the old man must know the simplest reason, however slow he might be. Hanya. Hanya? You didn't even think of that. Some Yakuza. No wonder he made an enemy out of his own son, him and his beloved Aoni of Kinseki Kai. Mio. She's game to take on Hoshi. I'm afraid your break's over. Stall her. All right. You think your boys can beat Uncle Tesse if you stall me? Keep dreaming. Why do you think victory is just a question of combat? What are you planning then? You'll see. Now I'd better be going. Hold it right there. You'll be the one holding it, actually. Fire and humming. The scattered screens continue to stand, unmoving. They've escorted Mifune-san away. I will be your opponent. Your blade. Draw it. No need for the blade if it's you. Is that so? Oh. With the unpleasant sound of metal against metal, a black ethereal hand appears from behind Mio, leisurely wrapping itself around a white tanto. 3 hands, 3 blades. You're strong, but that doesn't mean you have what it takes to get away from me, much less without drawing your blade. You think the sword's my only weapon? Before she finishes her sentence, Hoshiguma raises her right leg high and brings it down on the round table beside her with great force. The table flies into the air, blocking her opponent's view. With a powerful leap, Hoshiguma points her sheathed sword at her foe's head. 3 flashes greet her, cutting the table open like a hot knife through butter. The sheath encounters the black hand, delivering great force. Yeah. Impressive power. Why don't you draw your blade? None of your business. I'm wondering if it's like a Chixiao thing, but I don't think it is, right? You're afraid. Afraid? Me? You're afraid that drawing your blade will cause something that you don't want to happen. Quailon's death. I see. What? But what you fear will happen whether you draw your blade or not. It'll be your inevitable end, assuming Mifune-san's predictions are accurate. I don't really get it. Despicable. Me? No, not you. Me. Run. Flee. Moriuchi does not know how long he has been running. He can feel his own innards shaking and trembling. Did I shake him? You got out on your own. Who's there? Oh. Forget me so soon? Kami-sama. Don't look at me like that. I'm not here to help you. I don't like the answer about the kaiden that I got at your yatai. I kind of hate it. I get that. I had planned on cutting ties with you and the kaiden entirely. Perhaps even leave Mitsukui and take a trip up to the north. But someone asked me to do something. The Kanushi? He asked you to find me. Not him. Who else could it be then? You don't mean... It asked me to bring you a single message. Meet me on your usual rooftop. Could it be? I've delivered the message. It's time to go. The Kami turns around on its unicycle. No sooner has it got on than it sees Moriuchi is already a long way off. Is this how you repay him, when he's searched for you for so many years? You know what? It's none of my business. Moriuchi runs up the steps. He's running as hard as he can. A breeze blows in Moriuchi's face as he opens the door. Is the cat actually gonna be there? Many a sunset has he watched lying on this rooftop, watching the sky turn from red to black until the stars appear, before their light is overcome by the neon city. The hour is early and the sky should not look like dusk, but he pays little heed. Perhaps he considers it a sign of the coming of a kami. He could not describe his own emotions as he gazes at the sky. Excitement, anxiety, fulfillment, emptiness, sadness. But he lies there waiting for a guest who may never come, until the warm breeze sends him into slumber. Father, I think there's something behind the Kamidana. Behave yourself, Toru. This is a sacred shrine. But it's really there. Come, Toru. It's our turn to pray. Please, Kami-sama, keep our family safe, and may we repay our debts soon. It's the cat. The fortune cat. There. The debt should be settled, with some money left over even. We're out of the woods. What are you doing here? Are you bored of the shrine? Kami-sama, arigato. Father's mood has gotten a lot better and Mother has had time to take me out. Can I come and see you again? No, I'll definitely come and see you again. So did the cat ever actually even talk to him? Our shop just opened. It's really pretty. Do you want to come and see it? I'm sorry, Kami-sama. I've been busy helping out at home and haven't had time to come see you. Please don't get angry and let me see you. Kami-sama, are you still there? Did you leave, or do you not want to see me anymore? I'll treat it like you don't want to see me, but you're still listening to me, okay? Some things have happened at home. Father may have to go back to manual labor. Mother's been sewing clothes for other people. Her eyesight's declining. But I'm sure none of that has anything to do with you. You gave so many blessings to our family. Surely you wouldn't take it all back. Surely. Kami-sama, Father is dead. Over drinking. The blow was too great for him. They had their time of fortune and then it was lost. Rip. Where are you? Please, Kami-sama, where are you? This haunted house. It's empty. Something's not right. It's connected to the Namak City superstructure? How am I supposed to search this place? This is far more than just one house or Kajimachi. The whole plate might be connected. Tetsuya's design is so familiar, I just can't put my finger on it. It isn't super familiar to me. The first time I saw it, I think I said this as well, was that this like shirt thing reminds me of like a wetsuit kind of thing with the neck. No, don't get discouraged. As long as I find that bastard. What's this? Tetsuya stands dumbfounded, staring at dozens of crates that someone has stacked up here. He blinks a few times and opens one of them. It's weapons. Katana, crossbows, grenade launchers. Is that the Hoashi emblem? That major Northern Court clan? Is this where they hid their weapons? He takes down a weapon-filled crate and opens the one underneath it, finding Northern Court standard issue provisions and medical supplies inside. He furiously takes the crates down one by one, opening all of them. All contain military supplies manufactured by the Northern Court. Every single one. The Northern Court weapons that Papa says aren't here, but they are. You've gone too far, boy. Who are you? Oyabun wanted you to look for traces of Northern Court spies. It's enough that you found them. You've made a lot of work opening these up, one by one. Did you just take my picture? This is big, after all. Best keep some evidence to prevent disputes. Oh, are they framing him to be the spy? Lol. Let's go. Where to? To see Mifune-san. Wait. You were stalking me? That's not important. What's important is that you're working for Mifune-san. And so am I. Not for very much longer. And take that mask off. Huh? You're meeting the Oyabun. It's a little disrespectful to have your mask on, isn't it? For some reason, Tetsuya feels a chill run up his spine. perhaps from the cold wind blowing in from the tunnels, but he has no choice but to comply.
いつかはあなたのように
Bro's getting framed.
向かう先をはっきり分かるよう
Damn,
に
I
なりたいんだ
forgot how fancy Cantabile is dressed, man. Damn. Damn. She's actually got a little bit of Innis. There's a little bit of Innis going on here. Alright. Ooh, we got a big story part. Okay. We got a big story part. I felt like AT5 was like a crazy long story. Innis at home, yeah. Well, it's like depressed Innis at home. Tessei-san has been inside for quite a while. I'm starting to get worried. Don't worry about him. The old man at his forge is like you singing on stage. Hoshiguma punching someone, or me at a pachinko machine. Are you really good at pachinko? There is no skill in pachinko. You just hold a button down. I honestly, I was so surprised. Speaking on pachinko, I'd got an opportunity when I was in Japan to try a pachinko machine. I thought there was way more to it. But it is literally just holding a button down. That's the game. I was surprised. It's literally no different to Poke machines in the West. Actually, I don't even know. Do they have Poke machines in Japan? I'm not sure. But yeah, Poke machines. They're basically the same thing. One just has a... Actually, no, they're both incredibly obnoxious. They're both incredibly loud. Trying to change the subject, Kichisai takes a cookie from the plate in front of her and puts it in her mouth. Uh-oh, I've almost eaten all the cookies. Why are all the cookies here Ninomiya's classic sister milk flavor? Is it Tessei-san's favorite? Tetsuya used to like it. If Tetsuya realized what kind of old man Kimby was, he would have realized it a long time ago if he could. To be fair, Tetsuya following Kimby around is really just the effect. The root cause goes back to old man Tessei. If only Tessei had half your wisdom, Kichisai-san. Uh-oh. Kimby? Go inside, Momoka. I'll hold him off. Let's not rush to a fight, kiddo. My, how honored I am to be welcomed by the Oyaban himself. Where is Hoshiguma? She's enjoying the hospitality of my people and is unable to help you. Despicable scum. Blame yourself. I was trying to bait her with Moriuchi, but she bit the hook before I even had time to set the bait. But I don't like to kill unless I have to. There are more civilized times. I'm here to extend a sincere invitation to Chairman Tessei to attend my ascension ceremony. Your what? You heard me. If Chairman Tessei will not hand over Kajimachi whatsoever, then I must take the small liberty of taking over the leadership of the Kinsekikai. After all, the position is already little more than a figurehead. If you are too embarrassed to attend, you can simply hand over Hanya, and the ceremony can take place without you. Hanya is not the symbol of secession. Never was. It is if everyone believes it is. You favored Hoshiguma too much. You never even realized it, did you? Or did you choose to give Hanya to Hoshiguma before she went to Lungman for the sole purpose of snubbing me? What did she have that I didn't? That you would detest me so? You think too highly of yourself. Yes, that's what I wanted to hear. It's not that I think too highly of myself, old man. You look down on everyone except for your beloved Hoshiguma. Standing alone at the door, Mifune laughs. Momoka and Kichisei slowly move back behind Tessei. Perhaps your son would not have turned against you if I told you this sooner. Why bring up Tetsuya? Did you think I opposed you in order to pass leadership on to that kid? He's not made for it. I know. Here's another one you look down on. Enough talk. I may not be able to beat you, but it's not so hard to stall you until Hoshiguma gets back. This is my house after all. Also, it'll be a good chance to try out the reforged Hanya. Tamashigiri. Wonderful. I have something to show you before that, though. Mifune reaches into his clothes. Tessei keeps a careful eye on his movements, but all Mifune does is take out a few photos, casually tossing them to the floor. Oh, it's going to be of the sun. Oh, the sun's an idiot. Rip, rip, rip. Tessei catches a glimpse of one of the photos which falls face up in front of him. Tetsuya. Tetsuya. Such a good boy. He did everything I asked of him to the limits of his ability, whether he could ultimately handle it or not. For example, he really did find the Northern Court spy. Himself. Why, you. I was surprised when I first saw the photos, but then it started to make sense. Tetsuya's mother may have missed her family in the north, but she steadfastly refused any approach to become a spy. Yet the mark of Higashi was on all the weapons that we, the Kinsekikai, procured in secret. My fault, I suppose. The Kinsekikai's TV station wasn't as powerful as it is now, and those who wanted a piece of the Kinsekikai would have set upon the news like hungry beasts. Eventually, I helped you find a place for the weapons, but you had to take care of the aftermath. You were forced to place the blame on Tetsuya's mother, as you once placed it on Hoshiguma. To you, the Kinsekikai is the king on the shogi board. You will preserve it at all costs, never hesitating to cut other pieces loose, be it a queen like Hoshiguma, or promoted rooks like me that you look down on. I'm curious myself, what does Tetsuya mean to you? Is he a rook, a bishop, or is he so incompetent that you see him as a pawn you wouldn't mind losing? If that was really so, we would have to fight here and now, but he isn't, is he? He is incompetent, but he's not a shogi piece. He's your precious son, not to be placed on the board. Shut up. Clearly on edge, the old man seems ready to charge at Mifune with shield raised at any moment, but Mifune can see Hanya trembling in his hands. His mother's name will never be cleared, if the same fate befalls your only remaining child. I said shut up. You're hesitating. You're contemplating whether there's a chance the reforged Hanya will allow you to neutralize me in one blow, and bargain my life for Tetsuya's. Chance. What an obnoxious word. Are you scared? Unfortunately for you, there is more than one person who carries out my will. I'm not claiming strength in numbers, but the moment you swing Hanya at me, a button will be pressed, and these photos will show up on Kinseki channel. And you'll be free once and for all when Tetsuya realizes that he was right, and his father never cared for him, just as his father never cared about his mother. What do you say, old man? I'm curious how this sorts itself out. What do you say, old man? So who's watching over here? Oh, the ninjas, right. What? No, it's not true. It can't be true. Tell me this isn't real. Tetsuya frantically shakes the shoulders of the ninja who brought him here, but he cannot even tell if the ninja is looking at him. After so many years, you have finally delivered Hanya into the hands of its true master. Unfortunately, I still have to complete certain tasks entrusted to me. Where is the deed to Kajimachi? No rush. The one who gave me the task wanted it done cleanly. For now, you can simply follow me. Those two. The girls? I'm certainly willing to do you a favor, since you've been cooperative so far. Come quietly and I'll spare their lives. You can go to hell, Kimby. I'll cut your tail off and make a belt out of it. Kichisai. His father's angry voice comes through the TV's speakers, somewhat distorted, giving the scene a sense of surrealness. Papa. Papa. Where are you taking him? Let him go. You want to get to me? Come for me. Why him? Why? Why is she back? Uh-oh. Mio-san, where is the Aoni? Mifune-san's orders were to let her go when the time is right, and allow her to return to Kajimachi. Oh, she let her go? What of the boy? When do we let him go? Or are there other plans? I don't know. The orders from upstairs were to keep him in the room and don't let him break anything in it. I wasn't told anything else. I see. Mio-san, see, I'm not sure how long I'll have to watch him, and I was up all night last night. I'm very tired, to tell you the truth. You can go. Arigato. Fades. What's on the TV? Let me go. I asked a question. Let me go. Mifune-san's orders are that you are not to leave this room. My father's gone with your people. He's yielded. What else do you want? I'm simply following orders. The young Oni draws his bokuto, but the ethereal hand emerging from behind the liberi easily brings him to the ground. Don't waste your energy. Won't you say something, Chairman Tesse? Have you decided to stay silent for now? Suit yourself, as long as you speak when I tell you to. The camera follows Tesse. Tetsuya sees his father leave the manor and enter a car stopped in front of its gate. After a short while, the door of the car opens. Through an unremarkable door is a splendorous meeting hall. What's this place? Auction hall. Auctioning what? Kajimachi? You don't mean my father's... No. Auctioning what? If it's not Kajimachi... The next item for auction is not listed in the catalog. It was added at the last minute. I present the very first ever TV set manufactured by the Kinseki Group, starting at 7 million. A TV set that looks so unremarkable, yet starting at the remarkable price of 2,000 ro. There must be something extraordinary about it. 7,500,000. Kohai Mifune-san, are you serious? Of course. I doubt I'm the only one who recognizes its value. But are you sure? Regardless, we have a bid for 7,500,000 from Kohai Mifune-san. 7,500,000 going once. 7,500,000 going twice. 10 million. In the middle of the screen, the aging Oni slowly raises the paddle in his hand. His old, feeble voice comes through the TV speakers. That's Chairman Tessai of the Kinsekikai. What did Mifune say? 15 million. He's still raising the bid? What is he trying to do? Kill my father by putting him into debt? The liberi says nothing, but the young man sees a hint of pity in her eyes that goes a little further than what the number 15 million should elicit. 200 million. You're bidding 200 million, Tessai-san. 200 million. 200 million going once. 200 million going twice. Last chance at 200 million. Sold. Tetsuya watches as Tessei rises from his seat and walks past rows of well-dressed buyers towards the TV set that should have belonged to him to begin with. Tessai-san, there is still paperwork to be done. Tessai ignores the auctioneer and gently lifts the TV set, the way he did when he marketed it to potential buyers, one at a time many years ago. Tetsuya raises his bokuto again. He charges at Mio in desperation, but is once again thrown easily to the floor. Again and again. The TV set continues to mercilessly send distorted sounds into the room. The sound of camera shutters, of people giving a show of applauding, of footsteps, of the rustling of pen and paper, of car doors shutting, of car engines rumbling. The now unfamiliar sound of the door to his father's manor. Tetsuya has lost count of how many times he's gotten back up after being thrown to the ground by Mio. He charges futilely again, but he hears the voices behind him. One like a ghost, the other like a man eating Aki. Voices that hardly even seem human anymore. Now, give me the deed. Sign here, stamp your handprint, and all will be done. You still can't do it, can you? But you understand that none of it is over until you have put your palm on the page. And what happens when I do? The deed to Kajimachi will become the collateral on a loan in the amount of 200 million. The TV set is yours. Once you give the payment to the auction house. It's Tetsuya I'm talking about. Him? Same as always. Those photos of him will be sealed away forever. You'll never be able to pay back the debt. We can keep this secret together, and he'll be none the wiser. The two people in the room with the TV both freeze. Even the Liberi, who should have seen plenty of such things, takes an involuntary step backwards. You liar! He's a liar! Mifune is a liar! Don't do it! No! I know it's not easy, choosing between abandoning your son and a crushing debt. Money. I don't care about money. Money, business, titles, land. None of that matters anymore. But only this. Bowing my head to rotten scum like you. And yet bow you will. Bow you will for the Tetsuya you failed to save from the rampaging Aki. And for the other Tetsuya you almost made a traitor out of. Promise me. You won't kill Tetsuya, or Hoshiguma, or those two girls. I won't. He tricked me. He tricked me. Don't let him trick you. You're the Hoyoban of the Kinsekikai. You're Tessai, the kingpin. You're my father. Papa. Papa. This isn't supposed to happen. This isn't who you are. You're the villain who can turn Mitsukuya's Yakuza upside down with a wave of your hand. You're the still-hearted murderer who killed my mother. This isn't who you are. Papa. As the old man places his hand on the ink pad, then leaves his red handprint on the paper. It seems like all life has been sucked out of him. Good. Very good. By the way, your son just saw everything that happened, from beginning to end. I'm sure he'll be grateful to you. No need to thank me. You. How dare you? Your son thought he was the same as me. He thought you always looked down on him as you looked down on me, thinking of him as a worthless substitute. I hope he learned his lesson and stops thinking of himself as the most pitiable man under heaven. How lucky he is to have someone willing to trample the last vestige of his own dignity for him. A wave of the fan and the hand-printed sheet is cut in half, but Mifune continues to sneer. The image on the TV starts shaking. Something seems to have moved the camera. Here's the camera. You deceived me. You let Tatsuya know all about this. You never meant to spare him. Why? Why would you deceive Hoshiguma? Deceive me? Deceive Tetsuya? Deceive is such a strong word. Hoshiguma learned that her choice was only ever wishful thinking. Tetsuya learned that you did love him after all. And you understand now, don't you? Mitsukuya no longer needs you or the hypocrisy of the Kinsekikai. Everything you've done was to fool yourself. A loud noise comes through the speakers as the camera is smashed. The screen goes dark, but the speakers continue to mercilessly communicate the sound. The sound of Tessei's fan clashing with Mifune's sword. The sound of labored footsteps. The sound of blade impaling flesh. Papa? The sound of blood dripping. Papa? The sound of a body hitting the floor. Papa! Die on the battlefield, or die fighting cops. Die to my vengeful blade. Don't die like this. Don't die for me like this. Humiliated, trampled beneath another man's feet. You don't deserve to be my father. But I don't deserve to have you die for me like this. Why would you do this for me? Why would you do this for a fool? Papa. Mifune-san. Yes, I took over from the ninja. His reaction? I'm sure you can imagine. You have no further use for him. Yes. What other orders do you have? Yes, I will go to the place where Momoka is being held. But was there not someone else? The woman by the name of Kichisai. So he's just gonna go back on it and kill them all. Mio, is it? Mifune told you to kill me, didn't he? He wants to wrap things up cleanly. He doesn't want any loose ends, does he? Then do it. Kill me here and now. Otherwise I'll kill you with my tooth and nail, whatever it takes to get out of here. Go. 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 Before I change my mind. Never come back. Mio, she's shown that a couple of times actually. Mio's got some morality in her. Has the sun set? Tessay does not know. He's lost track of time. He remembers falling to Mifune's blade. He remembers Mifune grabbing his hand and leaving a bloody handprint on a new contract. Then, the footsteps grow distant, and his vision grows grey and blurry. He wants to be free of all this. Uncle Tessay. The old man stands back up feebly as he hears the familiar voice, perhaps out of guilt, perhaps out of a lingering sentiment, perhaps because he does not want Hoshiguma to see the true extent of his weakness. Hoshiguma. Who did this? Kinbi? Hoshiguma. I couldn't protect Kazumachi. Or Hanya. Where's Momoka? Kichisei. Kinbi was right about one thing. Sitting in my chair, I started thinking of everything as shogi pieces. Moving them, trading them, sacrificing them. But I forgot. I'm no more than a shogi piece myself in the eyes of others. Run. You're no match for Kinbi. Leave this forsaken place. Go back. Go back to Lungmen. No, I won't. Sit down, Uncle Tessay. I'll find a doctor. Don't bother. Can't you see I'm beyond help? Uncle Tessay? I'm here, Uncle Tessay. I'm not going anywhere. Sit down. We'll sit together for a little bit. Just like old times. Hoshiguma helps the dying old man sit down. She casts her gaze towards the tall walls in the distance. There are lights flashing outside and the sound of tracks rolling over the ground. She does not care what it means. Kazumachi is dead, and she cares not what will become of it later. All she knows is that she must stay with the dying man. The old man's breathing grows weaker and weaker, but he begins to feel the rumbling of tracks too. He looks up in terror, but his eyes can no longer see. The ground trembles beneath him. Wait, is this a bulldozer? Is that a sound I can't hear? What is it, Hoshiguma? What is it? It's... Hoshiguma stops in mid-sentence, choking back tears. After a while, she growls from the back of her throat. It's the signal to begin the fireworks show. The fireworks have begun. Yes. They're getting ready. You hear the commotion, don't you? Yes. Kazumachi has been so lively in a long time. A smile appears on the old man's face. An engineering vehicle rams through the manor's walls, causing the beams to shake violently. Not too far away, the pachinko parlor's machines are crushed to pieces, sending tiny balls flying everywhere. Do you hear the fireworks? Yes. Damn. Instantly, they just start tearing down the place. The sound of fireworks going off, taiko drums rumbling, the noise of the crowd. He feels the trembling on the ground again. It's joyful dance. He hears the faint sound of car horns from vehicles caught in the traffic jam outside. He senses his own heartbeat growing slower by the second. No, I can't. In his final moments, his heart races once more, and hot blood flows swift through his veins as the dying man gazes at the sunset, thinking that is the rising sun. The wrinkled hands fall weakly. Rip. And it starts raining. Okay. Oh, are they going to try and frame Hoshi as the person that killed him? I found the body that the witness reported, and the suspect matching the description of Hoshiguma. Oh my god, they did. Was this part of Kimbi's plan too? Shut up and come with us. Calling the police. Letting you see me with Uncle Tessay as he draws his last breath, so that I'll once again be suspected of murder. Was this part of Kimbi's plan too? Did his people call you? I see. Hoshiguma takes a leap and sees a familiar foe before the policeman says anything. Yakuza. Ninja. You're in league with each other. The policeman looks down at his own feet as Hoshiguma swings her unsheathed sword, trying to cut a path through the faint but inevitable dusk. Damn. Damn. That grand plan kind of all fell into position, huh? So what? The only thing I can see... The only thing I can either see is the Kami coming to try and save them, or we're about to see Mio do the biggest backstab ever. It's possible. It's possible Mio does it. She does have quite a bit of morality that stops her, like, going off the edge with her decisions. Ooh, we're at a new thing. Level 50. Ooh, Kichisai is now kind of at the point where we need to switch her out, but I think we're okay. I think we can leave her there, at least for now. I do kind of want to take... Where is he? I do kind of want to take him, though, and test him out. The rest can stay. The rest are fine. Oh my god, wait. Have we not had our data sync yet? Wow, okay. Alright, let me grab that free roll. Oh, speaking of, that just reminded me randomly. Saying free roll reminded me of free run. Dude, free run season 2 has started. Let's go. Dude, it was so comfy watching the first episode again. That show is so good. Free roll. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. It's a blue. Hummus. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I E2'd him. I like his kit. Oh, yeah. I do see him being pretty good. I do see him being pretty good. Is he going to be better than a Vulpus? Actually, let me look at Vulpus real quick. So she generates... Oh, not what I meant. She generates 9 DP. Basically a DP every second when she activates her ability. And she does that every roughly 18 seconds. Honestly, I think Vulpus is still better. I think Vulpus is way better. What's Saga's output? 4 DP every 14 seconds. Okay, yeah, Saga's DP output is pretty trash. I think Vulpus is still better. Volpe is probably better as a lane holder, but Matsu is a better Vanguard. Really? Really? Okay. Oh yeah, didn't save our picks. Oh no, he does 1 per second as well. But he has to wait 33 seconds to get to it. That's the only bad thing there. Saga uses her talent to generate more SP for herself. Oh, SP instead of DP? Yeah. Oh, was I saying SP? I didn't mean to say SP. I meant DP. Don't just stand there. These scoundrels aren't half as well behaved as the suspect. I'm tired. You think I'm not? I mean, I'm really am tired. We and a whole bunch of scum couldn't catch one bloody woman. Kusa. She wouldn't touch a hair on our heads. The real scum are the ones she knocked out with her sheath. All of them have a rap sheet 10,000 re long. And we're working with these scum against her, while she knocks them out one by one. Kusa. Korato keeps saying it'll get better, but I've been on the job for almost 10 years and I don't see things improving one bit. Out of the way, cop. Shogu! How dare you attack a police? I told you to get out of the way. Oh. Why you... They stare into each other's eyes. Excuse me, officer. May I pass? Or I could commit assault on an officer of the law. Or murder. I'm not picky at the moment. The officer sighs and stands aside, putting his empty hands where Hoshiguma can see them. Thanks for Shogo. Saga getting 2 SP per kill, faster S2 child. Oh, yes, you're right. Yes. Agreed. Ding dong ding. Linone's department store. Everything you want, you'll find it here. Linone's department store. Come in, have a pint. We've just the right lager for an oni like you. Or if you prefer the more traditional stuff, we have a fine collection of imo shochu for you to pick from. Take this, Oju-san. Out of the way. What's the hurry? Are you looking for the most precious thing on Terra? The stepping stone to happiness? Wait, you're the Aoni of Kinsekikai. May I ask where Momoka-san is? Are you a fan? Or are you after Mifune's bounty? Neither. I just want to ask a favor. Can I ask you to disappear me like Momoka-san? Maybe they'll make me go viral like her. It's the Aoni. Can I get a pic? Out of the way. Wait, Aoni-san. Aoni-san. We're just a drinking establishment. 1 Moshimi Black to go. Moshimi Black production line shut down a few years ago. May I interest you in the newest offering from the same maker? It's their premium line, which I'm sure you'll be happy with. Fine. Whatever. I think Vulpes is actually the worst pioneer at DP generation. No, wait, that's Siege. Rip Siege, bro. Rip Siege. Oofed. Vulpes is pretty good, isn't she? That's a pretty good return. 9 DP every 18 seconds. It's not awful. And she does, I guess, yes, you're saying the worst at DP generation. I guess I consider that she's also very, very strong at just dealing with, or holding a lane. While the clerk gets the liquor, Hoshiguma stands with her back against the storefront, gazing coldly at the crowd that has begun to gather. A city is a big place, whether it's called Lungmen or Mitsukui. The death of one man does not move the heart of the whole city, much less the death of a Yakuza figurehead. One man has died, many still live. But the people who still live, this city that they live in, has nothing to do with her anymore. No one is following. This is a good place. Hoshiguma opens the bottle, and the smell of alcohol gushes out. Just smelling it is enough to make her lightheaded. This one's for you, Uncle Tesse. Ugh. How could this stuff taste so thin when it's so expensive and the alcohol content's so high? This is the second time I've drunk to someone. The first was to my father at my old home. The Kaiden chasers must be thrilled about the Aoni drinking with a dead man. Kaiden. Huh. The story of me and the Higashi ended when I chose to step up for what was right, when I really didn't know what it was. It was stupid even though I survived. Chen, too, faced the same choice, and she survived as well, but I still think it's stupid. You should have met Chen Huiche, Uncle Tesse. She's a true Kiao, although they pronounce it a different way in Yan. But it refers to the same thing. Someone who's willing to stand in the way of an army 1,000 strong, armed with nothing more than a sword. This one's to her. But I'm not like her. She's brave, unlike me. Awkward, isn't it? But I'm scared. I can't deny it. I'm not worried about my own life, but what about other people? Those I'm trying to protect. What about my home? Honestly, I should just set out for Lungmen right now and never look back. It's a big deal, an LGD officer suspected of murder in Higashi. That'd make a headache for everybody. From Missy to Mr. Lin, to Madame Fumiziki, to Mr. Wei. They won't abandon me. I know what kind of people they are, and they know me well. But I caused this. Will my new home suffer for the trouble that I caused? How could I keep calling it home in that case? Or I could draw my sword and become a real Oni. A killer. Kill Kinbi, kill any of his men who dare draw on me. Kill any police who stand in my way. Turn into a nightmare that roams the streets of Mitsukui. Become a true monster, become the Kaiden after all. Take vengeance. Go with the tide, embrace the times. Become the maddest of the revelers and become exactly what he... No. Exactly what everyone in Mitsukui wants me to be. There's no way out. Every path leads to a dead end. Is the bottle empty already? You certainly can hold your drink, Hoshiguma-san. Who's there? Where are your men? I came alone. Where's Uncle Tesse's body? In police possession. Cause of death was a sword wound, but it was not your sword that did the deed. Then why are your men after me? Orders from above. Are you here to arrest me too? No, I'm here to drink with you. Without waiting for an answer, the policeman sits down on the ground and takes out a small glass from his pocket. Damn, this stuff is strong. You want to try to convince me to come quietly, so you can carry out those orders from above. Then, get you out of Mitsukue and back to Lungmen. Against the orders of your superiors. Why do you think I had you taken into custody the moment you entered Mitsukue? I would have done the same if a gang leader who had committed a major crime in Lungmen 20 years ago came back. Is that all? What else could it be? The policeman looks straight into Hoshiguma's eyes. When he realizes that Hoshiguma is not joking or hiding anything, he suddenly punches her in the face. What? I can't believe you forgot. The diet candidate killed by the Kinsekikai was named Korito. That was for my uncle, Kono Bakuro. His murder would not have gone ignored all these years if you didn't stupidly claim responsibility for your stupid Yakuza honor. Sorry? It's a little too late for that. There's nothing I can do about Mifune now. He's in cahoots with one of the most powerful Diet members. How else could a Yakuza have gained so much influence over the police? The best I can do? The best the police can do is let you go, so he won't get what he wants. And Uncle Tesse's death will be nothing more than a footnote in the Aokai, the Aoni Kaiden legend and the haunted house. And nothing will ever get resolved. Same as it was back then, am I right, Detective Korito? Of the Spiritual Affairs Station? You say you don't want him to get what he wants, but all you're doing is helping him. You think Mifune is behind the Kaiden. You don't sound surprised. A cop is a cop, even if it's from the Spiritual Affairs Station. I can smell where the rod is coming from, even with his chained collar around my neck. So you've made peace with the chains. All you need to worry about is filling your own stomach with fried meat chop and rice. Not all of us are the same. Do you know how much it costs to get a house that can barely squeeze a family of 4 in Mitsukue? I'm not sure I want to know. If you're willing to pay off my loans and take my wife and kids to Lungmen, sure. I'll turn your old home upside down. Or if you're absolutely certain that it'll be a fatal blow to Mifune, I could potentially see myself jumping on this gamble of yours. Now it's your turn to answer. Do you plan on paying off these loans that I'm not even sure I could free myself of before I die? Or is there a greater power than the Diet, enough to take Mifune out once and for all? I'm doing my best to help you. Recognize good faith when you see it, Aoni. The policeman angrily downs the last bit of liquor left in the cup. Come with me. No. Give me a reason. I want my sacrifice to mean something, but everything in Mitsukue is denying it. What else is left for me in this empty city? It's time to go. It's time to go home. I hope Missy had a better summer in Siesta than I did. She really did, didn't she? I feel like, wait, did she get the best? What was Chen? Wait, we haven't had like a Chen story arc, have we? Because Chen Alter was like a summer thing, right? So it was kind of like a go-lucky, fun time story. And also, Thingy's was too. Missy's was as well. Hers was like a summer event too. That was all go-lucky and fun. Hoshiguma's event has kind of just been tragic. Guma. Who's there? Who's what? What are you talking about? Hoshiguma. Ghost-san. Momoka? Do you hear Momoka's voice, Kurito? Momoka, the idol. Isn't she supposed to be with you? I was going to ask where you hid. I'm over here. This way. Chen doesn't need an arc. She was in all of season 1 and kept sticking her nose in arc 2 and 3. True. You know what? Yeah, you're right. The arc 1 technically was her story. True, 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 true. Hoshiguma runs in the direction of the voice. Kurito sighs and follows her. She's so unbelievably forced. I think she's going to get another altar. I'm going to be honest with you. I think we're going to see... I reckon we'll see Teresa... Wait, Teresa? Tallulah? I think we're going to see Tallulah become playable. And then, like, something to do with that story, we'll see Chen also get, like, a proper altar. I feel it. I feel it. I'm absolutely terrible at tower defense game, but that's why I'm stuck on chapter 3 or chapter 2 of the main story, so I just gave up. Don't give up. Push through. Push through. All you need to do, Blaze, to be honest, all you need to do to push through chapter 3 or chapter 2, whatever you're on, is to get to friend an account that has a really strong unit on it, and then just grab it as a support unit. Like, honestly, you could just grab Wizardell. Just grab Wizardell and you'll just blow through those stages very easily. Very, very easily. If we get double altars, I'll Sudoku. I think we will. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think we will. She probably won't be limited though. I don't think they'll make her limited. There's no one here. But the voice is getting closer. Over here! This way! Momoka? What? What are you doing in a TV? Neither Hoshiguma nor Kurito say it out loud. A shabby TV set lies outside a tiny shop. It is hard to tell what the shop does or if it is even open at all. Inside, Momoka is yelling something at Hoshiguma. She's not looking at Hoshiguma, but knocking on something in front of her as though she's trying to break the TV screen and climb out. I'm gonna try Enfield because... Oh my god. My ears! I'm gonna try Enfield because I do play gacha for their stories and characters and world building. Yes, yes, yes. They're coming in at the perfect time! We're literally like 3 days... Actually, 4 days away from Enfield starting. Yes, yes, yes. Instead of progressing other characters, we glaze the same dozen losers over and over and over. How dare you call Chen a loser? How is Chen a loser? How? Get out of here. Get out of here. You're there, right, Hoshiguma? I'm here. Can't you see me? I can't see you, but I can hear you. Oh, I'm so relieved. I thought it was all over. Hold the tears. Where are you? What's going on with this TV? Kichisai and I are being held prisoner in Kinbi's base. Oh. Momoka? The TV goes dark. A cold wind blows through the gaps between the buildings and Hoshiguma's sword hums in its sheath. Kurito. I was agitated by Uncle Tessei's death and forgot a few things. My bad. But what about you? Did you really think I'd hidden Momoka? Kichisai too. I guess she's not important to you. Nothing more than an inveterate pachinko gambler. Hoshiguma. What's 1 or 2 innocent lives to you, as long as you get this troublemaker out of town? After all, they're already knee-deep in this Kinbi mess. Why bother? We'll do our best to protect them. The people who died in the haunted house, Uncle Tessei, that Yakuza killed in Kijimachi a few days ago. Since when have you been any good at protecting anybody? Oh! It is Hoshiguma's turn to punch the detective in the face. Alright, careful, Hoshi. Your punches might actually kill him. The detective stumbles back a few steps before steadying himself. I don't need you to remind me of my failures. But you're not a troublemaker to me. You're my trump card. The only thing that can hurt Mifune. The only thing standing between him and total control of Mitsukue. And the only way to play it is to get me out of the city. It's the best a cop can do. A cop, eh? You're a cop too. You know the limitations. Go back to Lungman, Hoshiguma. Your particular individual and the LGD will take care of things for you. Hoshiguma instinctively reaches into her pocket where her LGD badge is. But the first thing she feels is something soft, the ribbon that Tessei gave her after removing it from Hanya. A gift from her friends, bearing their best wishes. For some reason she feels like she can smell the sea breeze of siesta, the haystacks of the Victorian plains, the aroma of Lungman's downtown restaurants, and the scent of Kazumachi's old wooden houses. You alright? Good, you've seen the light. Now hurry up and... you're right that the LGD would take care of things for me. Maybe I've been too cautious, too concerned about bothering my friends. What do you mean? Hoshiguma does not answer. She takes the sword and sheath from her belt and begins wrapping the ribbon around the handle. You're going to use the sword? For what? I have a promise to fulfill. You're going to rescue them. Don't be silly. Missy would probably be angry enough to burst a few blood vessels if I just went back to Lungman with my tail between my legs, assuming I had a tail. And I'd never be able to look Lin Yuxia in the eye again. As for Chen, I still have to fight Chi Xiao with the reforged Hanya. I can't very well go back empty-handed. Aren't you afraid that you will regret it for the rest of your life, like 20 years ago? Uncle Tessei said that Hanya was imbued with the secret art of the temples, but I didn't have the discipline to suppress the madness in my Oni blood. Discipline. Madness. Don't you think all that's a little vague? I don't know what would have happened 20 years ago if the secret art was there, and I don't care. I don't need it now. As long as this ribbon touches my hand, Hoshiguma will never fall to bloodlust. As for regrets, the only thing I regret is that I tried to shoulder everything myself, but I was obsessed with my sacrifice meaning something. Why do you think you have to do this? Is it because you're a cop or because you're Yakuza? Cop? Yakuza? None of that matters. I promised Momika, that's all. Oh, and since I'm going to rescue them, it's more likely than not I'll run into Mifune at some point. And I'll go find him if I don't. There's something I have to ask him. Hoshiguma sees a light begin to appear from within the policeman's sunken, weld-weary eyes. You'll fight him. I'm not looking for a fight, but I'm not sure there's a way out of it. Put a gash or two in for me. You don't even have to ask. Is that enough, though? Like I said, I'm a cop. I'm going back to the station. I'll do my best to fend off pressure from upstairs, as long as there is no corpses. Words cannot express my gratitude. I hope I live up to it. Alright, let's go. Hoshi on a rampage, let's do it. Maelstrom. You won't understand Enfield without understanding Arknights? I don't think so. I think there'll be some callbacks. I think there'll be some callbacks to normal, this Arknights, but I think Enfield will have its own self-contained story. There'll be characters we see like Serta and Ayafyala and Gavial. We'll see representations of them. But I think they all have like completely different personalities than they do in Arknights proper. When was the last time you saw either Chen being used? Yeah, no, you're probably right about that. Chen as a unit is pretty useless at the moment. I'm just an idiot. I don't understand strategizing, so that's why I gave up playing this game. I'm too stupid for it. Doesn't Enfield operate under the assumption you understand Originium, Chapter 15, Lone Trail, and IS-4? Not really. I think they'll explain what Originium is in that game itself. It'll be its own self-contained explanation. Chapter 15... I don't think it has too much to do with Chapter 15, does it? Yeah, I don't think it has too much to do with Chapter 15. Lone Trail, there's a tiny bit in Lone Trail about how we actually get to the Enfield planet. And I'm not 100% on IS-4. IS-4 is just the portal, right? I think IS-4 is just the portal. Alright, let's start these up. What the hell are these things? What the hell? Interesting. I guess we can start off with this. Oh, he's probably gonna hit me, right? Yeah. How do I deal with these guys? I don't really want to be attacking these either. Huh, these guys suck. I guess we can do this. Hit them from the other side. Poink, poink. A lord would have probably helped us a lot here. Wait, why are we dealing no damage? Oh, oh, oh! Hit all of them! Hit all of them! Go, 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 go! These guys are gonna start twirling again. I can already feel it. We need to be dealing damage, as much damage as we can do. Who just died? Oh, that's fine. Yes, they're starting to get hit. Perfect, perfect. Kitchusai's about to get her ability as well. Bound and stunned. And now she can't hit them because they got pushed. God damn it. God damn it. And now we can put Hoshi out. Wow, this guy's annoying. Please die. Oh, we haven't gotten through these guys at all yet. Oh my god, when they spin, they deal so much damage. Alright, we really need these two gone. Unfortunately, the one behind looks like it might actually wake up. Hopefully, though, they actually come down here and fall here. Gonna put the healer out. Oh, we're a bit slow on that. Oops. These guys... Oh, these guys don't jump? Oh, is that because the ball hits them? They can't... They don't have a jump? Lol. Okay, this thing is gonna activate. I'm gonna get Cruise ready. And this thing's about to get... is about to activate. There we go. Okay, it is gonna go all the way around. We might be able to get a couple of hits on it while it's making its way around. We've already seen that this thing doesn't one-shot Hoshi though, which is nice. Nice, nice. But do you understand how Iridium leads to the reconveners? What the M3 character is all about? Why Warfarin has the position she has? Terra's relation to Talos 2? Priestess is shown. Perlica? Wait, I don't even know. Wait. I don't even know how Perlica is tied to normal Arknights. What? Oh, unless this is revealed once I start playing. Wait, is this all stuff that is like once you start playing, there's like information about Perlica that relates to original Arknights? Ew, ew. What the Stargate achieves, why isn't it active, how come oropathy is no longer considered a pure negative, etc, etc. I think that'll all be explained. I don't think you need the context of Arknights. What I think it's gonna be is Enfield will be like, all that information you're talking about will be like, oh, what's a good way of explaining this? It'll be like Spark Notes, essentially. So it'll be like, you know, when you got assigned to read a book in school and like half of the people just went to Spark Notes to get what the book was about so they could write their essay about it. I think that's what Enfield is going to do with those topics, is they're going to just provide like the Sparks Notes version of that just to get people on board. And if they want to learn like the full saga of those events and everything, they can go to Arknights and read through it to get a more a larger explanation of everything. But yeah, I think it'll just be Sparks Notes. I think it'll be fine. Hoshiguma, can you hear me? Can you hear? Quit yapping, Hoshi. You know what? Yap all you want. We'll give that Aho a warm welcome. What does Kimby want with me? Kimby? Who's that? I mean Mifune. How am I supposed to know? You're an idol, so maybe the Oyuban has some use for you. Or maybe just plans to do you in. Should have buttered him up more with that pretty face of yours. I don't know what you're thinking. Bakayaro, who the heck's texting me? Everyone knows I got assigned last-minute guard duty. What? Some other unlucky sods taking over the shift. Yahoo! He's gone. What happened? Why did I feel like I was hearing voices? Even talking to Hoshiguma. Am I going crazy? Behind you. Eek. It's this character! Oh! Also, how is this character not playable? They have to be. This design. I'm also going to put it out there right now. Mio is going to become playable. She's going to have a redemption arc. Please. Cope. So you weren't acting in all those shows? I didn't believe it when Kichisai told me. You know Kichisai? Is she alright? Locked up like you, but probably safe for now. Who are you? You can call me Sarasa. I'm a fan of yours, and I guess you could say I'm Mifune's employee. But my true identity is an undercover cyber ninja. Cyber ninja? How's that different from a regular ninja? Look, ninja are nothing more than hired killers, but a cyber kind? We're wanderers of the intercity net. But I thought cyber ninja were pretty much the same, hired by corporations to attack each other, just specializing in intercity net operations. Fine, I'm a cyber Ronin ninja, but I don't know where you came from, or why you're helping me. That video that you saw at home, the one where Mifune and Mio plot to infect you with oropathy. I was the one who leaked it to warn you. Do you trust me now? You were the one who gave me that fright in the middle of the night? Well, it was the first time I worked on a Mitsukue, the Kinseki channel signal system. It was a mistake. I didn't do it on purpose, I promise. Alright. Well, I guess I do owe you my life. Honestly, I only applied to Kinseki Channel because I heard it was the biggest TV station in Mitsukue, and I needed a job. But the longer I worked, the more things began to stink. But at least they had you as their poster girl. But they wouldn't even keep their hands off you. Especially that Mifune. Would have just kept my head down and did the work I was paid for if he wasn't so yabai. But I'd rather jump into the sea than work another day for that piece of shit. I located Hoshiguma using Mifune's monitoring network. So I patched you in briefly. You can do that? I remember how the technical director spent a long time fumbling with a preset connection the last time I was live on air. That just means he sucks at his job. Now listen to me. I'll patch you in with Hoshiguma again, and have her wait outside. We'll take Kichise. Listen to me, and I'll make sure those stupid Yakuza never even catch a glimpse of your shadow. No, I can't go. Are you crazy? Do you want Mifune to cut you up into bird and beast feed? Where can I go if I leave? The Southern Court's a big place. Plenty of places you can go. Lay low the rest of my life, always looking over my shoulder. No way. I didn't give myself the name Momoka Hanyu, but if you tell me I have to give it up now, how's that any different from being dead? Are you serious? Aren't you afraid to die? Do you have a death wish or something? I don't know. All I know is that it's the only path I have left. Fine. You know what? That sounded really cool, like a line straight out of a movie. You're a star for a reason. How do you plan on continuing to be a star then? What if Kinbi that won't let you? Whoever stands in my way, they're gonna find out that even I can bite when backed into a corner. Didn't Kinbi make up all those Kaiden stories? I'll tell all Mitsukue that they've been lied to. Interesting. Can you connect me to every TV set in Mitsukue? I'm going to expose Kinbi to the entire city. How long do you think it's going to take, hacking all those TVs one at a time? But they're doing that accession ceremony and broadcasting it to the whole city. All we need to do is take a ride on it. You still have that broken sword? It'll come in useful. The first thing that Kinbi's people did when they captured us was take it from me. But I'll say it, with or without the evidence. Good. I'll get that Kichisai girl and Ao Oni on the other side of the TV, and then we can talk about how we'll teach Mifune a lesson. It'll be fine, bro. Trust. It's been 6 months. What do you mean? What do you mean? Where are you? Where are you? Did I doze off? Wait. Did the Kami-sama... I'm not in that much of a hurry. It's you. Moriuchi sits straight with a start. He wants to turn around but dares not, afraid that he will learn that it is all a dream, that there is nothing there at all. The Kami seems satisfied with this reaction. Kami-sama, it's been a long time. You're finally willing to show yourself to me. I'm very grateful that you pulled my family out of poverty. Did you spend all these years looking for me, just to say thank you? I wanted to thank you, of course, but there was also something I wanted to ask. Why? Why did you leave us? Why was it that we lost our happy life little by little, until it was all gone? Did we offend you? Or was it fate that not even you could avert, and that was why you chose to avoid us? What does any of that have to do with me? I understand. Of course it couldn't be. What I mean is, did you spend all these years looking for me just to learn the reason? Were you not looking for me because you wanted to seize happiness again? I've said this many times, but I guess you were too young to remember, so I'll be patient and tell you once more. I never give anyone anything. Think of it this way. There's something I like, and I appear in front of people when I see it. Something. Do you mean happiness? Yes. I didn't avoid you because I was angry at you or ashamed to see you. I simply chose not to see you because happiness had left you. But now I have a reason to see you again. Choose the right path and you shall know happiness beyond your wildest dreams. The Kami's voice is exactly as he remembers, but for some reason it makes the hair on the back of his neck stand up. Is it because he has lost the innocence of childhood? Is it because he has heard too many lies in his time? Yes, He has heard too many lies, and he has learned to treat all beautiful promises as deception. But this is different. Please, tell me. You stand in the eye of the storm, the Oni Hoshiguma, the snake Kinbi, and to that a poor goldfin, and a wolf who believes its own nose. You. All your fates are intertwined. Oh, there was also an unfortunate old man, but he's dead now. Tesei-san. With his death, you finally have the chance to seize the happiness that you have longed for. His death? My happiness? What do you mean? Why? Why is Tesei dead? Who killed him? Is it so hard to guess? What you really should ask yourself, though, is if it matters. You stand where countless people could only dream of standing, Moriuchi. This is a business opportunity, a big one. Choose right and everything will be yours. You want me to stand on Kinbi's side? Kinbi is a liar. He wouldn't let me live. That's why it's a big business opportunity. Kinbi is a liar, certainly, but he needs you. More specifically, Kinseki Kai needs you. The separation of Kinseki Kai and the Kinseki group has entered the final phase. Only a catastrophic event could stop it. Everything seems to be going according to Kinbi's plan, but he's about to find that he isn't as powerful as he thought. You've survived for so long between the overworld and underworld of Kajimachi and Nida Street. As a man, you're not that far off from Kinbi. Moriuchi is stunned. In his mind, he fantasized about his reunion with the Kami countless times, but never in 1,000 years could he have imagined that it would so calmly tell him something so terrifying. You want me to take Kinbi's place? Is that the happiness that you're talking about? Yes. What if I take his place, but find it beyond my abilities? But you'll be rich. Very rich. Rich? You'll be rich whether you have the ability or not. Maybe not as rich as Kinbi is, but the kind of wealth that you could hardly even imagine right now. Is money not happiness? Was it not money that you and your family found when you were young? Is it not because of money that Mitsukue and this country enjoy endless happiness? Where would happiness be if money left you? Is this the lesson you have for me? It's not a lesson, just a simplest law of existence. Kinbi knows it. The Diet knows it. Virtually everyone in Mitsukue knows it. You knew it too when you were little. Moriuchi feels a chill come over him, as though the setting sun is suffocating in its own golden rays. Is this really the Kami that he encountered when he was young? Or is this simply an absurd nightmare? No. Something trying to deceive him and make him abandon his search for the Kami. But its mannerisms, the way it talks, even the line, "What does any of it have to do with me?" He has never forgotten them. In Moriuchi's memory, even those cold words seem to be a kind of encouragement. Now, though, Moriuchi is gasping for air, but the cold nightmare seems inexorably suffocating. He reaches into his pocket and takes out the key. There are numerous scratches on the old-fashioned key, with a tiny Maneki Neko hanging from the keychain. It has kept him company for many years. Money is happiness, you say? Maybe. Maybe that's what I always thought deep inside. But did you ever stop to think, before all that happened, I only ever thought of you as a friend, the only friend of a lonely boy. The friend brought me happiness for which I was very grateful, but could never repay. You had no intention to accept everything that I did. When you disappeared after I failed to come see you for a while, I thought it must be because I had neglected you. I thought I deserved it, because I had abandoned my only friend. You know, I almost did the exact same thing when I was being coerced by Mifune. The Oni? Yes, My guts wrenched in the same when she came to rescue me, but I couldn't say anything. But she just told me that I got it backwards all along. It wasn't you who brought me happiness. You simply came to me because happiness was there. Yes. I see. You're a kami. You've never been any more or less than a kami. I'm sorry for my arrogance. To think that I could befriend a kami, never mind trying to catch its tail. Thank you for coming to see me and telling me that I have been walking down the wrong path my entire life. How could an information broker have any true friends? Moriuchi raises the keys and takes off the Maneki Neko accessory. He looks at the keychain as though he is talking to the kami behind it. But I wanted a friend. A true friend. Can you understand that? Would it make you angry? If you're not angry, might I be so presumptuous as to make a bet with you? Moriuchi stretches out his hand into the sky unobstructed by concrete. If I do as you say, I'll never have a true friend for the rest of my life. I'll never have true happiness. He bites his lip and opens up his trembling hand. The accessory falls straight down like any ordinary object and is soon swallowed by the dark streets beneath the setting sun. Sayonara. Where are you going? To find Hoshiguma. If Tessei's dead, as you said, then I have to go and help Hoshiguma. She's in the back alley of Nida Street. The one with that tiny shrine. Huh? Huh? What are you hieing for? It's me. Maneki Neko-sama, Moriuchi turns around to see nothing, as though nothing was there to begin with, except for the orange-yellow glow of dusk. He turns his head to the front and sees the nosy kami floating in the air in front. That Neko left because you rejected it. Does that surprise you? Then, why did you help me? It's not me who wanted to help you. The star of our shrine told me to help you if I have time, for all the Chikuwa offerings you made. That Neko could have done it himself. Thank you for your help. And pass on my thanks to that, star. Don't expect me to help you fight. I'm just pointing the way. After all, both of us have a score to settle with that bastard Mifune. Oh, the gang's getting back together. Moriuchi-san. Did you come to help me or stop me? Help. Did you find your Kami-sama then? It's doing fine. Much better than I am. But it has nothing to do with me now that I've found it. Where's Momoka? Isn't she with you? I was about to go in and rescue her. Moriuchi. Is that Moriuchi? The TV. Moriuchi-san. Momoka told me your Odin's the best in Higashi. I want to try it, once this is all over and done with. Who are you? Call me Sarasa, but we don't have time for introductions right now. Momoka, Kichisai, get closer to the mic. Time to make battle plans. Mitsukai is in for a big surprise. Nice. So we are leading up to the boss fight. Do you reckon we're gonna see Mio again, or do you reckon Mio has abandoned post? She's abandoned ship. Oh, there's a side thing. Wait, was there one before? No, that's the first side one. Oh, okay. All right, so here's my thoughts. I'm thinking, because if we go all the way to 8 and the boss fight and then the post story plus this stage here as well, we're gonna be into like 1:30 a.m. for me, like 1:30 a.m., 2 a.m. for me. So I'm thinking we end it here, we end the stream here, and we pick up tomorrow, which I was planning another Limbus Company stream tomorrow, but we might have to ditch that idea and finish up this story tomorrow. Yes. And then that would be like going from Arknights, going into my 2-day day off, and then coming back straight into Enfield. Let me just make sure when Enfield's actually releasing, like what time. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, let me see if it's got an actual like release date. Is it on Steam? What platform is it actually on? Okay, it's not on Steam. Do I need to download like a launcher or something? Let me have a look here. When does this come out? And what do I need for it? So there's only a pre-register Windows. Yeah, I can only pre-register. I can't download anything. Okay, do we have an actual time of release? Arknights Enfield release time. Release times and countdown. Okay, here we go. Okay. So, apparently, so this is the timer. There is a timer here. Now, is this timer accurate? Is there 3 days and 11 hours before Enfield goes live? Hey, Nia, how's it going? What have you missed? We got up to stage 7, but I think I'm gonna call it here tonight for the stream, and we'll pick up again tomorrow and finish off this story. At the moment, I'm just trying to figure out when exactly Arknights Enfield releases, because I'm trying to plan out whether it releases in time for the Thursday stream. So this is based on GMT +9. I think this is perfectly timed. So I'm GMT plus... I mean, it depends what the time zone is. I think I'm plus 10:30 at the moment. Or it's either plus 10:30 or plus 9:30. But that's okay. So this means this comes out at either 10 or 11 a.m. for me on January 22nd, which means it'll be available for the afternoon stream. Or for the stream that I do in the afternoon. Okay, that's perfect. I do need to find out how to download it though. I assume they'll release the download like the day before or something. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, Mion at 8 a.m. Yeah, no, that's perfect timing. I thought they would do the Arknights thing where they refresh the server at like 9 p.m. for me, and that would have been awful time. But no, this is going to be great. This works out perfectly. Awesome. Alrighty. Alright, I'm going to call it there. We will finish off this story tomorrow. And do the boss fight. And then I think they unlock these. When do these unlock, actually? Oh, that's unfortunate. This unlocks on Enfield's release date, essentially. We'll see. I'll try to make time to jump back into this. I guess this will be open till the 30th. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how much content there is in Enfield. It might only be a week of content, but usually it's pretty lengthy on their initial releases. But yeah, that's what I'm going to call it. Thank you for watching. We'll complete this tomorrow. And until then, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Some deserts on this planet were oceans once. Somewhere shrouded by the night, the sun will shine. high.